forever.
And Sarah stowed away.
Yes, she did.
Right, yeah, okay.
Oh, and I turned over an alchemist fucking home because he gave me a shitty potion. Actually, that's not why I turned it over. I turned it over on a hunch because I had no idea he gave me a shitty potion.
So, I mean, yeah, pretty much. So you guys have been sailing for about a week, and you've still got, at the very least, if winds are good, 2 more weeks of travel. So can I get 2d6 from all of you? And you want to roll above a 3.
Way to the world.
Holy shit! That's a 12 from someone.
Oh,
Oh, that sucks.
So you get for taking my.
It's not a
Fucking
1.
shit.
It's not a 1. So I mean, hopefully.
I mean, you can't roll a 1, but
That's
so,
true. At least it's not a 2.
almost the worst I could possibly do. Almost.
That's what you get
So-
for stealing my shit.
the captain comes to you guys and says that his man in the crow's nest sees a storm rolling in, and we can try to dock, or we can go through the storm. But if we dock, it's going to take. There's no telling how long it'll take for the storm to pass.
I'm circumcised. I can't dock.
Uh,
I shouldn't know what that is, but I do.
So he needs an answer from you guys. He wants to know if you want to sail through it, and because if you dock, you might not make it on time.
Right. Cyrus asks the captain how bad the storm looks. From like,
Wait, we might not make it on time for what? The tourney?
No.
Talk to the guy.
Who guy?
talk to Stannis.
Oh wait, we were supposed to like arrive the moment we were supposed to talk to him.
Well, no, you have a time frame of when you're supposed to arrive, but if you stop, you might miss that time frame.
We did not
Right.
plan this out well. If that's the case.
So,
Well, either that or die. So
it's moderate. I mean, you're not gonna die if you're late.
Mhm.
no, what
No,
I'm
I think he
saying
meant
is,
from the storm.
yeah, either we were late or we die to the storm.
He says the storm isn't too bad.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess he rolled really poorly on his roll, and we should.
No, he rolled a 13.
Oh, I didn't even see it. Sorry.
That's actually not that bad.
He says it doesn't look too bad right now. That's not saying that it won't get worse.
Cyrus is going to ask him if he's ever sailed through a storm before.
He kind of looks at you like you're asking him if he's ever sailed a ship before.
Well,
Because
look,
absolutely.
Cyrus has never been on a ship before, so full disclosure.
Yes.
Cyrus says, has he ever sailed through one this seemingly this bad?
He sailed through worse.
Okay. Cyrus asks him how many men he lost.
We didn't lose anyone.
Good. Cyrus is going to suggest we sail through it.
I suggest we sail through it as well.
Okay.
Cyrus doesn't know much about storms. He does, however, know how particular Stannis is. And he's banking on that Stannis will not like that they're late. So, taken from the information, caught between a rock and a hard place, he'll take the storm over the wrath of Stannis.
Okay, so that's 2 for sailing through it. What does Ael want to do?
He wants his rapier back.
Rapier?
You have a rapier.
Or stiletto, my bad.
Oh yeah, you can have it back, but do you want to sail through or not?
Whatever, sure.
Warren,
Go for it.
and Mary.
I mean, we already have majority vote. Sorry, Mary.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
YOLO.
Mary
you
is
do.
masquerading as a servant, so her opinion doesn't count.
Who
And
wants to
that's
roll
where I'm going.
Who wants to roll 2d6 to see if it gets any worse?
I'll
I
do
think
it.
the mans who rolled the 12 should.
I'll
Boom.
Okay, so no, the storm stays about as it is. To you guys, it feels like it's really bad because you're on a ship. To everyone else, like the sailors and everything, this doesn't seem too bad.
I mean, I'm a worldly traveler. I'm used to boats.
And no, they easily sail you through the storm. Easily.
How do you know
Told you.
Carson's never been on a ship?
told you it'd be okay.
Now I need everyone to roll me endurance tests. Cyrus, your sickly applies to this.
Okay, and remind me what my sickly does because I don't think I've had to roll for it yet.
It gives you -2 dice to your endurance test.
Well,
You need to roll a 9.
7. Oh, I'm sick. Should I roll for Fluffy? He could, Timmy, sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
Right?
Oh, no.
Cyrus completely.
God.
So
Yeah,
Hey,
got
Warren, good
snake
job.
eyes? What's up, Joey?
We
Well,
good.
at least that wasn't the roll that you guys got for the storm. So
Right, exactly.
46 in endurance? Holy shit.
Yes, sir.
no, your cat's fine either way. But Brett, you are seasick, and you were vomiting everywhere. Ale and the two people you would think would probably be sick are fine. Mary and Cyrus are beyond themselves. Like there's seasick, and then there's just vomiting every 3 seconds, and that's them. They
Even during the storm, right? Because of the throwing about and.
oh yeah, but you guys stay sick for the rest of the journey. Brett gets better. You guys do not.
I'd play you some music, Mary, but you know.
Can I have some music?
You think you might get stabbed?
I don't think you could stab me in your present condition.
Yes, you guys are at a minus. You guys are at a -2 to anything you have to do, not dice, but -2 to like if you were doing physical things. Endurance wouldn't be -2, but yeah. So you have one more week of travel. And this is when it gets a bit more dangerous. So I need you all to roll 2d6 and not roll below a 4.
Oh boy. No. Oh.
Okay, so I didn't roll below a 4. I need to roll below. a 4.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Alright, you're fucking rigging this shit.
It's impossible to rig roll 20. I mean,
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, the amount of hacking it has to do to it, it's not worth it to win at D&D games.
I'm pretty sure it would not take a whole lot of hacking to do it.
Really? And so the C doesn't fuck you, but okay, no, you're fine. And you sail, and you guys make it to Dragonstone. Surprisingly, it looks like you guys are making it kind of in the middle of when people are arriving, and it's not a large crowd, but I'd say that from the ships and down at the docks, you can glean that there are at least 30 people here who were visiting.
30 people or 30 houses?
30 people, which that means people could still be showing up, or this is all that he got.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
wouldn't-
Stannis isn't the most likable person.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like he is the most likable.
He's one of the less likable.
And when you guys get there, you dock, and a harbor master with a number of guards come and don't let anyone off the ship, and they turn the ship over, making sure that you're not carrying contraband. No, okay, yeah, no. I was gonna say if you guys had hired this man in your lands, he might, but you hired him in Theodora's, so there's absolutely no way he's carrying contraband. They turn the ship over, and then they go down the line and they ask you for each of your names. And it's almost a 2-hour process. They're very thorough. Then they check you for any diseases. They make you strip down, and they check.
Well, that's a little personal.
Yes, they make you strip down. Specifically, since you're in a cold climate, they want to make sure that you're not bringing grayscale aboard.
All right, Mary, are we
onto the
sneaking
island.
off this bitch?
It would be very hard,
Would it?
but yes,
Why?
the security here is going to be very tight. It is Stannis.
Yeah, Cyrus would say that this is.
Oh, I don't
not
say this
unu-
out loud.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Well, Cyrus would say it anyway. Cyrus would say this sort of security isn't unusual. This is just Stannis, Lord Stannis.
Yes, and if you are unwilling to submit, they say that you're able to stay on your ship, but they will not let you on the island.
What are they checking our bodies for again?
Grayscale.
Sex appeal?
Yeah, I guess it kind of has to do with that too. Sorry, what?
That was an in-character question, kind of to the side.
Oh,
Checking thing that his daughter already has.
Damn.
had. That is the key difference. She's been cured.
Has she?
Somehow.
Yes, she was cured, but that's why she has the scar on her face. Because she had
Alright,
it as a baby.
They just cut it away.
Well,
I don't
so
think
out
they
of
cured
character,
it.
I know that, but in character, I'm pretending that like my character doesn't really know that.
I don't know. I mean, let's see. Yeah, they don't really care. They don't even answer you. They just tell you to strip or stay on the boat. They're not making you strip in front of everyone else, by the way.
Shocking. That is shocking.
Well, Carson, since he's a Northman and he doesn't
I
has
am going to
different
attempt to
standards
seduce
of modesty, just
Anyway.
starts taking all his clothes off
Odd
in
stuff.
front of him. Says, "I am Lord Karsten Brightstone."
We heard some of those words.
Wait, am I not coming through clearly?
You are pretty robotic. You try to seduce the guard. Okay.
I'll be right back. Okay.
Roll. Persuasion.
Not bad.
Okay. Let's see. We'll give him a will test. Oh, I rolled d4s. Okay. Sorry, hold on. Oh, no. No, he actually doesn't even notice that you're coming on to him, I think. He just keeps telling you to stand still while he's looking you over. Like, you reach out to start to, like, try to do something, and he, like, slaps your hand away, and he says, "Don't touch me, I don't know what you have."
Damn.
Ow.
Diseased wench.
Cyrus also, while they're on deck being checked and stuff, Cyrus is kind of looking at the other ships. And to see if he can see the banner of House Dawnwing on the ships.
Roll a... What would this be? Awareness at -2.
That's fair.
No.
Okay, that's fair. I am okay with this.
Does everyone allow them to look you over? They don't touch you or anything when you're undressed. They tell you to lift your arms, turn around, and if you're good, they leave without another word and let you get dressed again. So Brett and Mary have been searched. Chops, are you good?
Yep.
Okay, Hoyt.
Gucci.
What?
Okay, is Hoyt allowing them to make sure he's not diseased?
Yeah.
Cool. You can heckle him the time if you want.
Believe it's happening. Like, it'd be a disgrace if I weren't.
He has a responsibility.
Exactly. If
As
I didn't,
the
it'd be
comic relief.
a war
as-
crime if I didn't.
It's literally his one job,
So,
is to heckle everyone.
once you have gotten the okay to leave, they tell you that Lord Stannis will be seeing everyone soon, the new arrivals soon. And they direct you to a small camp outside of the castle, where they tell you can set up your tents.
Cyrus asks one of the guards if they know if House Dawnwing ship has arrived.
Who?
Cyrus describes the banner to see if they remember it or recognize it or seen it.
He shrugs.
Cyrus smiles and just continues on.
All right. Just a second. Just gonna pull this up for you guys. Okay, this is... So, they do not provide you with tents. But the ship, if you decide to go back, fortunately has two.
Do I still have my tent from before?
Sure.
Sweet.
That is Dragonstone.
Oh, that's a grim looking place, isn't it?
Have you met Stannis?
Can't say I've had the pleasure yet, no.
Cyrus remarks, trust me, it'll be anything but a pleasure.
That's putting it quite lowly. I am not gonna have a good time here.
Cyrus describes to Mary. He goes, if Stannis, if lords are spirits, King Robert is mead. Lord Gabriel is a strong rum, and Stannis is water from a cesspool. But a noble cesspool.
What's your passive awareness?
Chuck you like
My passive awareness, it is 16.
So very clearly, some of Stannis' guards have heard what you said.
Does Cyrus know that they've heard that? Am I wrong?
oh my god.
Roll persuasion. They don't talk to you, but they just walk. They don't say anything, but they just walk away. Clearly, they want nothing to do with any of that.
Carson's gonna set his pavilion up away from them. Well, as far away as he's allowed to in the service.
So, just a second. I think that means Mary is no longer in the Discord. Okay. Sure, that works. So a number of hours pass. Night is starting to fall when a man comes down. He's balding, and he distinctly is missing, very, very obviously. And he has.
Would I know? Because like, would I have heard of who this is? Because I was kind of alive during that era.
Roll a memory check.
I'll do it as well.
Would that be cunning?
No, it would be
Yes, it's cunning.
under. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's cunning.
That's Davos Seaworth. He's pretty much Stannis' right-hand man.
Yep.
After Stannis cuts his fingers off, but you know.
Right.
And I'm assuming
Sorry.
I know that he's a smuggler, or at least what he used to do and everything.
Yes.
I've met him before.
Mm-hmm.
I have
met
brief
him-
conversation with Stannis, so I imagine
You met
I've
him when you met Stannis.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Cyrus sees him and goes, "So Davos Seaworth. I don't think I've ever had the pleasure."
What's your status?
It is
Oh, never mind. He knows who you are.
because I'm one of Renly's.
It wouldn't have mattered. I think you have a status of 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He had to roll really high, and he rolled really high. So, Cyrus Dawnwing, Stannis is ready to see your lot.
I'll gather them up immediately.
Up in the Great Hall. And he starts talking to the rest of the group while you guys head up. Who's all going?
Me.
I probably
as-
shouldn't, but I
as-
will.
Just before Davos walks away, Cyrus kind of pulls him in close and goes, "So Davos, what is this? What is this about?"
Ask Stannis. You know that he's not going to reveal anything to you before you speak with Stannis. That's not his place, and he's not the type of guy to go behind his back.
Not to mention, I think Stannis has made it quite clear what would happen should he divulge information he shouldn't.
Cyrus nods and heads up.
So it's Hoyd, Cyrus.
Me.
Me.
There we go.
Okay, so everyone. Mary, do you want to go see Stannis with the group?
Yes, but I want to blend into the crowd doing it.
Okay. Just give me a second. I gotta pull up my.
Yeah, my character is going to be shockingly quiet and in the background during most of this. So I'll be
Okay.
right back, though.
No worries.
What'd you do to piss him off?
Warren? Are you talking to Warren? Or
The shop
Hoyd?
one.
Oh, he met Stannis once before, so he knows what kind of person Stannis is. Bright Road. We'll wait till Warren gets back.
Also, Carson, hopefully no one would Chaz would know him, and he'd probably know his sigil because it was on the opposite side. Oh wait, he wasn't at the trident.
Oh. I need. And when he's back.
So, you are brought into a barren, and I mean very barren. There is one banner that streaks down the wall of House Baratheon, and then there are the multiple steps that lead up to the throne of Dragonstone, which no one is sitting on. You are led through the Great Hall into another large room where there is a large oval oak table with a map of the Seven sprawled across it. And around the table are a number of older men, and at the head of the table is this man. He is just finishing up talking with them. It seems like they were talking about pirates and how to secure the passage of people sailing to Dragonstone when he's calling them, because clearly pirates have been a problem. And he makes you wait for a few minutes while they all wrap up a few things. They write some things down, and then the rest of the men take their leave. And he looks at you. Warren, roll me 5d6. All right.
Damn.
Yeah. Among the crowd. Okay. Cyrus, roll me 5d6. And then I should probably roll this first. Give me a second. I need to. Because you guys seem to have forgotten about her.
Oh, Sarah?
Yes.
Oh.
So that meets your passive awareness, so you don't notice her, Cyrus. Who? So Syrah has snuck up with you, and now I will roll a. Okay. So. It looks like Stannis recognizes a couple of you. He looks to Cyrus first, clearly remembering him, and then Hoyd, also remembering him, Joey, go ahead and roll me 4d6.
40s.
And then Mary, go ahead and roll me 3d6. And Brett, go ahead and roll me 4d6.
Oof.
No. Joey, he's never met you.
That's fine.
I'm working on it. I thought I typed it and it didn't go. So
No. You had to roll all 6s. No. And then he looks to Syrah, and he looks extremely confused as she kind of pushes her way into the group of where you guys are standing in between you, and he looks confused, but like he recognizes her as well. And he says, "Why'd you bring the girl?"
She brought herself.
That is Lady Syrah.
I know who it is.
Cyrus steps forward and goes, Lord Stannis, Lady Syrah has a knack for finding herself into places where she wants to go, regardless of what her sister or anyone else sensibly says.
Syrah looks offended.
You might. Cyrus says, as a Stormlander, I personally admire that sort of goal.
I would look at you suspiciously.
You shouldn't have brought the girl. This isn't a place for a child. And he kind of motions to the table.
I kind of chuckle to myself, and I'd say, then Theodora would give you a run for your money.
To be fair, she did say she had something important to say.
And when he hears Theodora, he nods. True.
Though she's less of a girl and more of a demon.
Cyrus says, Lady Theodora is young indeed, but her hold is well secured. Well, crime is at an all-time low, and House Wesker has even realized the potential of being under its protection of late.
So he doesn't really care. Clearly, he just kind of waves it off. It's not like he's familiar with the house. You think that he has probably just met them once before, just like he's met most of you once before.
He's kind of above them. In his own head, anyway.
In status and rank and everything, yes. You would know that Stannis is one of the greatest commanders the Seven has ever seen.
Please.
Um,
Just kidding.
Oh, he's got to be pretty good. Let me tell you something.
So,
Out of care, of course.
Stannis offers for you all to take a seat.
Cyrus kind of takes a seat where he can best see the table.
I'll continue to stand in the back.
Is Sarah taking a seat?
Yes. She will actually sit directly. Sorry, who sat where? Need to know real fast.
Cyrus sat wherever he can see the table the best of the seats that are open.
Okay, well, Syrah runs up and sits directly to the right of where Stannis would sit.
Right.
I'll sit next to her, so I can go try to get her. I'm also gonna keep a hand on my stiletto.
Joey, you would know that the reason she sat to the right of Stannis is because she is the highest ranking member other than him in the room of a noble family. Normally Cyrus would do it, but Theodora's status is higher than House Dawnwing now. So she's technically higher in the feudal hierarchy.
That's fair.
So, you all take your seats. And you see actually, sure. You see actually across the map there are troop placements as well. It's not like they're in a state of war, but you do know that Stannis is the master of ship, and he does keep notes on all of this, especially since his whole thing is war.
Right.
He also has ships placed. I'm sorry, I can hear myself through someone's mic. He has ships placed over various parts of the ocean and ports to show large clusters of their fleet. And then, on the map, there is a drawn circle over the north keep of Last Hearth. If anyone wants to, they can roll an education check to see what they know about it.
Oh, you mean a knowledge check?
Yeah. Well, education falls under knowledge.
Okay. Of course, Ale.
I know less than Jon Snow.
I got.
So, Warren, you know that it's a castle ruled by the Umbers. Joey, you know it's a castle ruled by the Umbers, currently under the control of Great John Umber. You would also know that this seat is one of the northernmost castles towards the wall. You would know that the people born in this region tend to be larger men who have a natural prowess for fighting.
Okay.
So, he then points to Last Hearth. I'll need you to go to Last Hearth. I have... Lord Umber has some information. We have a lead. And we need you to follow up on it. Give me a second. Somebody's eating.
My bad. Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay.
Cyrus leans in and goes, a lead on what, Lord? My lord.
Robert has seen fit to put the word out that he's searching for a Valyrian steel sword for himself. Now, what we have are just rumors, and they might just be rumors. But it would seem that somebody who's willing to, at Last Hearth, is willing to sell information on Dark Sister and where about it might be.
Dark Sister.
Dark Sister.
Most likely
Cyrus.
the bottom of
Does Cyrus know what that is?
I'm sorry, hold on. What were you saying, bro?
In character, I say most likely at the bottom of I forget what that lake's called. Whatever next to Harrenhal.
Maybe. Maybe not. Still, the king has ordered us to look into every rumor we find. And I do not wish to disappoint. I tend to get the job done one way or another.
Doesn't King Robert use a warhammer?
Yes, he does. But most people, anyone who's important owns a Valerian steel sword. At least, that's what he says. Clearly, he does not believe in this. He also clearly thinks that this is a fool's errand. Find it, and you'll be heroes. Don't, and no one will be surprised.
I was waiting for you'll be burned at the stake for his god.
You guys can roll an education to get more information about Dark Sister if you want it, like who owned it and whatnot, but... So it was owned by Visenya Targaryen.
What's up, Joey?
Yo.
Wait, did you both roll? Okay. It was owned by Visenya Targaryen, and then eventually lost. There are rumors that it was brought to the wall. They're just rumors, and they're most likely bullshit. But there are rumors that it was brought to the wall with the last person known to have it with him. But that is just a rumor. No one really knows. So, I need you to go and speak to the man selling the information. How much do you think it'll cost to bribe him?
I mean, we could always do the old way of getting it out of him.
I look at Mary. And just kind of shoot her a glance as if to say, "This is kind of your forte."
I come up with a estimate, Dylan, with 19 on Streetwise.
If you want to, Mary, you can roll. This is some really valuable information, and Valerian steel swords are worth hundreds of thousands, not hundreds of thousands, but tens of thousands of gold dragons. Probably a lot. You wouldn't get an exact number. Ael could tell you exactly how much this sword would be worth if you found it.
And how much is that?
Like, it's an ancient artifact. If you found somebody rich enough, probably somebody in Essos, they would probably buy it off of you if they wanted it for like 90,000 gold dragons, if they could do that.
Lannisters
90,000?
could also buy it off us.
So we're talking a Man of the Night's Watch, though, right?
Well, you're going into Last Hearth, so maybe.
Okay.
Again, that being where it is this information could totally be bullshit, and you guys could be done with it, whatever. You also do know that Theodora won't be holding the tournament before you guys get back, mostly because setting up a tournament that big, it takes time, so... I mean, if you guys return, that is.
Yeah, that's fair.
We all die this session.
So, Lord,
So you said
90,000
is how much the sword is worth?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
So I'd say the information that might lead us to the sword could be worth 10,000 gold dragons.
So, Lord Stannis, you called us here to find Robert a sword.
Yeah, I called some of you here for that. Everyone else is going with me to root out some pirates down south who've decided to make it their home on one of our lower lords' islands. You drew the short straw.
Cyrus leans in and goes, which castle would that lord?
It's not a castle. Not every lord has a castle.
Yes, well, I should like to know if it was House Dawnwing that's been attacked for my
No.
own personal.
It's not. It's a Dornish house. Don't worry about it.
Very well.
So, yes, he says, you've drawn the short straw. Is there a problem with that?
Cyrus shakes his head and goes, No, as someone with a Valyrian steel sword myself, I can understand the appeal of wanting to have one. Nothing keeps an edge like Valyrian steel. Although Robert is well renowned for his handiwork with a hammer, all the same, I can understand the appeal. And Robert has children, and he has a affinity for hating the Targaryens, as is well warranted. I can understand him wanting to hunt down Dark Sister before it falls into the hands of someone else who would be less favorable with Robert.
Stannis, Stannis is a man of very little words.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, could have gotten that across in a few words.
Yes, well, I fear being one of Renly's bannermen has run its course on House Dawnwing. Sure, you understand.
Offer him a lordship in the Crownlands if his information checks out.
Of course.
That's his bribe.
Of course.
If it checks out. If he's lying, kill him.
Cyrus goes, I'm sorry?
If he's lying, kill him. Because then clearly he's trying to send you into a trap. And you are lords. Now, some of you are. Some of you are noble birth. Harming a noble is death. Is a crime punished by death.
Well, when you put it that way, it certainly makes sense.
So does Robert, I don't mean to intrude, Lord Stannis, but does Robert intend to reforge it into something more suitable for his fighting style?
I didn't ask.
Oh, then does he intend to give it to Prince Joffrey?
Okay, alright.
I didn't ask.
Very well, Lord Stannis.
You would know that Stannis is all about just doing his duty. Like even in the show when he went to be king, it wasn't because he wanted to be king, but because it was his duty to be king. And he kind of looks at you guys. What are you still doing here?
Should we stop by? Do you have any messages for us to send to Lord Stark? Since we're in the area.
No. No. If you find a lead and it ends up being in the north, inform him. Otherwise, I don't care what you do. As long as you find it. Or don't.
Yeah.
He clearly does not think you guys are going to find this item.
That happens.
I'm surprised.
Normally,
I'm surprised he hasn't told Carson to shut up. He only has a status of 3.
How long do you want us to keep looking for this sword if you don't think we're going to find it?
Well, if the man's going to tell you where it is and it's not where he says it is, then you haven't found it. And we have no more leads.
Understood.
Well, I guess we
Well,
should
I
leave
clap my
then.
hands together and I say, "Shall we?"
Should we do it? Is the ship still chartered, or do we need to get a new ship?
You'll be provided a ship. So you guys leave, and Syrah stays.
Figures. I glance back to catch her eye, see if I can discern anything from her expression.
Since you kind of hang back for a minute, you hear her say, "So, you remember the last time we met, right?" "I don't. I was really young, but I've gotten a great idea since then." And at that point, it would be weird for you not to walk out.
Yeah.
Cyrus gets up from his chair and bows briefly and goes, "My lord," and turns to leave.
Elia doesn't leave. She waits for Syrah. And
Carson's gonna wait around because he knows I forgot her name again. The old lady would kill him if he didn't left Sierra alone by herself.
Mira's going to curtsy and leave.
no, Elia stays with Syrah. Elia doesn't leave her.
No, I said Mira is going to.
Oh yeah, no, I gotcha. No, I was talking to
Sorry.
No worries. You're not her bodyguard. Elia is specifically there to protect her. You're actually technically no longer in the service of Theodora's house. She puts you in the service of House Wesker for now.
Well, I guess Carson leaves.
Okay. So somebody comes after you guys return to your camp and tells you that there will be a ship ready for you tomorrow. Until then, does anyone have a status over 3?
Carson does.
I think I'm at 3.
3. I'm at 3. Sorry.
No.
Yeah. I'm at 3.
I have a pretty low status.
At 3. Okay. Joey, you are a maester. You're given a room in the keep.
Oh boy.
To sleep in. Hoyd, roll me 2d6. Let's see if Stannis likes you,
Probably not.
or is feeling generous. You want a 9? No, you're sleeping outside. Mary, he met you briefly. Go ahead and roll 2d6. Let's see if he will let you sleep inside.
Probably not. No, not so
No. No. Brett, roll me 2.
Oh, how dare they are treating the King of the Fingers very poorly. Three.
Absolutely not.
Well,
And then for Cha. Yeah, they'll give him a room too. Anyone who has above a 3 status is automatically given a room to sleep in. Syrah and Elia do not return to the camp that night, as they have been given rooms in the camp.
well, I guess Carson debates whether or not it's worth setting up a pavilion if they're going to leave next morning.
Setting what?
A pavilion.
Oh,
Wait, can we not bring our stuff with us?
I mean, no, you have your stuff. I mean, if you wanted to set it up, you guys are leaving tomorrow. It's up to you.
Carson's like, I'll just sleep outside.
Okay, so you're sleeping out. Who's all sleeping in tents?
Me.
Not this guy.
That's right. You're inside. Chops. Warren, are you sleeping in a
I'm
tent?
gonna ask Aol if I can how. Okay, the room he has, is it literally just a small room with one bed, or how's it look?
It's decent size. It has one bed though.
Well, yeah, I have a bedroll. I was gonna
Yeah.
see if Aol would let me bedroll down inside.
Carson goes up to dude says, well, I've got a pavilion. If you help me
I'm back.
set it up, you can sleep
Type
in
it.
with me.
Hold on. Sorry. What did Warren say? What did you say to Warren, Joey?
Oh, I was going to say, as long as he didn't mess with any of my stuff, yeah, I don't mind.
Cool. What now, Brett?
If he hears that, he's like, oh, never mind then.
Anyone else? So you're sleeping outside. Mary's in a tent. Chops is inside. So, Brett, since you are the only one sleeping outside, I need you to roll me an endurance test, as you are sleeping on an island in the middle of the ocean. It is very cold at night. You want
He's
to
cuddling
beat a
with
9.
Jimmy though.
You want to beat a 9.
6.
So, it's nothing too bad. But you were unable to sleep. So for the rest of the checks for the day, since you are tired, you have a -1 to all of your rolls. You sleep a little bit, but not a lot.
If I sleep a little bit, should I roll 1d6?
And for what? Oh, sure, go ahead.
Wolf's dreams. Eventually I need to get that to 5. Wolf's dreams are kind of useless. Well, war dreams. 5.
No.
Nothing happens.
So you all wake up the next day. Cyrus is still not returned, so
No, sorry, I'm back.
Cool. You guys sleep. You're given a room there. Let me just give you the current date. Hey. You know what? It is somebody's birthday today.
Chicken butt?
Let me see what.
What's going on?
It is somebody's birthday today.
Let me see.
What do we roll to see if we know whose birthday it is?
You don't.
Got it. Cool.
Wait,
But
do
the
I know?
person whose birthday. Yes, of course you know.
Oh.
So you would roll a knowledge then, assuming
No.
you would.
It is Ale's birthday.
Oh.
Yay.
Oh, that's fair.
That's,
Yeah, that figures he'd know.
No, I'm just gonna bump that age up 1 year. Give me a moment.
how old are you now?
I'm 20.
Oh, okay, so you don't take any adverse effects of aging. I think the only one who takes adverse effects of aging is Cyrus.
Yep. Aging like fine wine.
Like sickly wine.
Just really sour. It's like a sour. It's like a cherry sour.
Okay.
So,
Certain tastes, you know.
You guys are told that your ship is ready, and guess what? You've been rehired to the same ship.
Oh boy.
Can somebody roll me 2d6?
Got it.
Beat me to it.
You're too slow.
We'll take yours.
No.
So-
You rolled first.
So we will take Mary's. So
Ah,
Stannis does not feel that it is in his right to stop Syrah from doing what she wants, since she is one of the higher ranking nobles here. So he does not detain her to keep her there until he can send her back to his sister, or her sister.
Oh, okay.
And Syrah is going to be joining you on this journey.
No.
Well, Carson's happy about that.
So Syrah gets on the boat.
How is
And
Carson's
immediately go-
ballot coming?
I wanted to.
You had finished it, if I do recall.
I'm spending my day today for this trip. I'm gonna be not happy. It's gonna be kind of sad
Why are you not happy?
because another year has gone by and I'm not the best yet.
God damn it.
Is there anything you would like to do on the ship? You have a week.
Carson's gonna
Okay.
is going to
I'm gonna
play his
spend
ballot
the
for
day.
Sierra.
She's up at the helm right now. Go ahead and roll a persuasion.
Any bonuses? Because he spent like 3 weeks composing this.
Maybe if it was somebody who really liked music, but it's Syrah who is just kind of whimsical about everything. The reason you have a ballot is because you spent 3 weeks preparing a ballot, and they take a while to write.
So persuasion plus charm.
Sure.
17.
So clearly it's a good song, and she says, "Oh, that's really cool," but she has no idea it's about her. So she has no idea it's about her, and clearly has no inkling of knowing what love relationships or anything like that are.
Oh no, he knew eventually. Carson is going. This is Carson is like. He goes, okay, well this is the false. Carson thinks basically. Sorry. Carson says, well, I guess I should just. I guess I gotta walk on another ballad.
Okay. Okay, so Elias Sand is training. Go ahead and roll a fighting, Mary.
Do.
I guess I'll roll Elias Sand's fighting for once.
Failing miserably. Ouch.
Yes. She is surprisingly strong.
Jesus, what did I do to piss you off? I say to her.
Oh, nothing. Sorry. Sometimes I just get lost in the moment of things. It happens occasionally.
Well, there
yeah,
are
you
other
have-
moments I prefer you get lost in.
She holds back a laugh. Yes, Hoyd, you laugh so hard that you bring attention to this fight, and people see very
I'm
clearly
literally
Mary.
Coiled on the ground,
Yes.
holding my gut, laughing so hard.
Mary has just gotten her ass kicked thoroughly. So, can I please get 2d6 from all of you?
No, these won't go well for me.
Uh,
Come on, Snake Eyes.
Oh, almost.
Come on, Snake Eyes. I think we're still missing one. Hey, Brett.
I think he said BRB. Yeah, he typed in BRB.
Okay, well, if these are snake eyes, it's not my fault. Okay. So you guys sail, and you arrive. I just want to make sure that I have you arriving in the right place. I want to make sure that I haven't made you guys take a stupid detour. No, okay. You arrive in White Harbor. It is the largest port town in the north, and one of the further south towns in the north as well. You do know that on foot, the travel from White Harbor to Last Hearth is going to be long, but you will ride up to meet the King's Road to go faster, which will speed things along. And you will have a chance to visit Winterfell if you'd like before heading further north. Here is... I'm going to post it in the Discord because I don't have a handout for it, but I'll make one later. Here is a map. You can see where White Harbor is to Last Hearth.
That was really hard to see on my other monitor.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
You're excused.
There's a map.
It's in Discord.
I'm looking for
it. It's essentially like Last Hearth is at the top of the north, and White Harbor is at the bottom of the north.
Alright, guys, I gotta go AFK for a minute.
No worries. And you arrive in White Harbor, and they let you off the ship, and they leave. And it is cold. It's very cold. The north is cold. So,
I mean, some of us knew that. Joey and I are world. We've been here before.
Cyrus would have heard about it.
everyone knows it's cold.
It's better than the desert. No, I meant we know more the feeling. Like we still have some knowledge of the feeling.
Yes. I do need to know, are you doing anything in White Harbor before you guys check out? Like
Probably getting warm
horses?
clothing.
Yeah, Cyrus is going to try and find a cloak.
Yes. The clothing will cost, let me find it. And we will say that Sierra will cover Mary's clothing.
Peasant. I'm joking.
And Sierra also buys herself a horse.
So how much is the clothing gonna run me?
I am looking. Here we are. 4 silver stags. For everyone who wants it, it's 4 silver stags. And this will make...
For the cloak?
Yeah, for the northern clothes, yeah.
I'm getting northern clothing, yeah.
This will make it so that it'll take longer for the cold to set in, but you will still have to make checks after a certain point.
Right.
But they will be easier for people who are dressed in northerners' clothes.
What's going on? Sorry.
You're in White Harbor in the north. Do you want to buy warm clothes for the north?
Oh, absolutely.
It costs 4 silver stags.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Sierra has purchased herself a horse. Willem is with you, and he has a survival of 3.
I have a survival of 3. I'm looking for someone a little more distinguished.
I also have a... What? Where is my money? There. And... No, that's not it.
So, it's kind of funny. Sierra and Elia bought clothing, and then Elia wrapped Sierra up in more furs, and she just looks like this big kind of like poof ball now of furs that just kind of waddles around.
The image I have, I bet, is perfect in my head.
It's pretty great. So does anyone else want to buy a horse?
I ain't got the money for a
I already
horse.
have my stand steed, right?
Uh,
I definitely would have
Yes.
loaded it on the ship.
sure.
Yeah, no, I ain't got no horse. I left my horse back.
Okay. So, Mary, you're given a horse as well. If she is not returned. Sierra doesn't buy her a horse. Sierra buys Elia a horse. And then tells Elia to ride with her so that that Mary can use a horse. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before you leave?
Oh, what's around?
This is a big town. You can find almost anything you'd like. This is probably one of the biggest towns in the north. It is a large port town that has goods coming in and out all the time. It supplies a lot of what the north gets in like luxury goods and whatnot.
And
So they are rich.
do we have any like wood or fire starter equipment, anything like that?
Well, now you have fire starter equipment.
None of us,
Warren, no, now you do. Warren, that'll be 2 copper.
Cyrus is going to look for a.
Yes, if you go look at coinage.
Cyrus is going to look for kind of an axe to chop wood with if they need to.
Sure. They'll sell one to you for 3 silver stacks.
Okay. I buy one. And then I go looking for kind of like a. I kind of go looking for like some sort of fur merchant, to buy like a fur for Numio when I get back, just kind of a souvenir for her.
Sure, somebody will sell you furs.
I asked them. It's kind of
Here, let me. It's a penny, I think. Let me find out.
This is
Go ahead.
mainly from Cyrus's negligence of not knowing the North very well. He asks if they have any direwolf pelt.
Yeah, it's a copper penny. That's what a CP sounds for, copper penny.
Okay.
So for the pelt, is it for wearing or for a blanket? What do you?
A blanket.
They will sell it to you for 5 silver stacks.
Okay. He asks if they have any direwolf ones.
They kind of laugh at you. What?
Direwolf. Sigil of House Stock. Direwolves here in the north, right?
This. Hey, Eric, come here. This guy thinks we have direwolf pelts. He shakes his head. You believe in all those stories, huh?
It's not.
But the
No reason-
direwolf.
There's
But
no
the
reason
di-
there wouldn't be. House Targaryen's banner was a 3-headed dragon.
And where are those?
There were. Doesn't say that at one point there
No,
were.
he thinks there were dragons.
No, you said there were, and he looks at you and nods. There were.
Suppose you have me there. Show me some of the pelts. What else do you have?
He shows you some belts. They have some really nice ones. The best one they have is from a bear, clearly a very large bear. And they are selling that one for like 50 silver stags.
You say this is bear,
Yes.
and I look at it. Is it what color is it?
Black.
Cyrus asks him. He goes, "Well, my wife is Dornish. Which one of these would be warm but not too warm?"
This bear pelt will do just fine.
Well then, may I look at it?
Of course.
I kind of touch it and kind of take it out and like throw it out and kind of like shake it out and look at it. What do I think about it?
It is a large bear pelt. This is not your specialty. You would not know. It would work very well for a blanket, though.
All right. Cyrus says,
That fucking answer, Dylan.
Cyrus says, 50 stags then?
50 stags.
I'll take it.
He takes your money. And
Okay.
he says, "Thank you for your business. If I ever find any dire wolves, you'll be the first I come to."
Carson said you got ripped off.
You're not there, so he went shopping on his own. So,
Wait, are we at the north yet?
yeah, you're at White Harbor, so you're getting ready to go trek the north. If you want to buy horses, northern clothes, now is the time.
Carson already owns Northern Guard.
Paper, pen, paper, quill. 20 copper pennies for some ink, 1 vial. If you want a pint, it will be 8 copper pennies, and they will sell you a quill for 10 copper pieces, or copper pennies.
And what about the bedroll?
The bedroll costs 2 silver stags.
2? Okay. So we're just gonna go like that.
Okay,
I'm just
so
gonna say I have like 2 vials. Cause that coinage thing is annoying.
what kind of horse are you buying, Warren?
Just the Destrier.
Okay, so that's 1,000 silver stags.
1,025 plus 10 copper, I believe is what I'm spending right now.
Where did you find the wagon?
Wherever you said it's a big city, I can find the fuck I want.
No, I meant the wagon on the table. I see it. No, the wagon's 20 silver stags.
Yeah.
Not 25, but yeah.
Well, I got for 5 silver stags. I bought a 10th soldier or a soldier stag.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's 1,025. Cool. And so Syrah has a horse. Warren has a cart or a
Ayo,
wagon.
I'm letting you ride up on the wagon with me
I will take that offer.
for your
Um,
kindness, so to speak.
I'm back. Jesus Christ.
No worries.
So, you said there was either a vial of ink or what?
It's a vial or a pint. The vial will
Okay.
have more.
The vial will have more.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how much paper? Like how much paper is in whatever?
Oh, paper. So parchment, that's going to cost you. They will do 1 silver stag for every 2 sheets.
I see. Okay. And we'll do. Okay, I'm good.
Anything else you guys would like to buy?
What are we
Would I?
shopping for?
Travel in the north, because the north is extremely cold.
Can I? What about a map?
Sure. They'll sell you a map for a silver stag.
And how much like does it cover? Like, is it just an entire, like the entire area?
It'll be the entire north, but that is a big map.
Yeah, the north is
That
the
that's
north
fine.
is
I just
bigger than
like
all the other 7 kingdoms put together.
Yeah.
I just need reference points because I just need something to like reference for my geography. So that's I'll be fine with that. Cool. I'm now ready. I don't think there's anything else that I have to buy.
Just a random. Do we have like all our stuff? Is it on the ship, like horses and shit? Or we do not have horses?
You can bring your horse.
Oh, well, he has 2 horses. One that carries his stuff, and the other one he just rides.
So, do you guys start out?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're locking in that you're leaving.
So we're going from White Harbor to where?
I mean, it's up to you. You guys could try to go straight to Last Hearth.
Where's? Oh, okay. I see that. Okay.
But there aren't really roads that lead directly to Last Hearth from White Harbor.
Doesn't the King's Road lead there?
Yes, you would have. It doesn't lead to Last Hearth, but it leads close to it. So yes, you could travel up to the King's Road and take the King's Road.
I'd probably recommend that.
Okay. Awesome. That's probably the easiest way to get around here without buying a guide. So, this is going to be long travel. So,
Cue Oregon Trail traveling music.
yeah. You guys, it's gonna take you guys about a week and a half to get to King's Road. No. That's going to take you like 2 weeks to get to the King's Road.
Okay.
Another 14 days passed.
Carson, this time, is still trying to, still trying to woo Sierra. But she's clearly just not getting it, so... Court, that's the word I was looking for. Court Sierra.
So, on your travels, about halfway through, you're kind of in no man's land at this point. You haven't quite hit like the cold north just yet. I mean, it's cold, but it's not like winter cold like it always is in the north. And you come across an overturned wagon with blood stricken across what little snow there is, with 2 bodies laying in a pool of blood next to it. One of the wheels is broken and spinning, very kind of wibble-like.
I kind of analyze the area around us. What does it look like?
To your left, you've been following this river called the White Knife, and to your right, it's kind of hilly, not very though.
Looks like we're on a boat.
Cyrus dismounts, draws his sword, and kind of slowly approaches the cart.
Carson's going to stand at the ready with his lance.
Okay.
Well, whatever you would.
Yeah.
However you would hold the lance. Whatever.
Roll an awareness, Cyrus.
Okay.
Just a second. Okay, you get closer, and you start examining the bodies. Roll me a healing check. They are badly bloodied. You're not sure what killed them. But they do have some ice on their skin, so it's likely that they've been dead for at least a few hours.
Hey, what would I roll to figure the law in this area?
You wouldn't get an exact number, but everyone knows that the North, North is specifically has a lot of crime problem because a lot of its land is just barren snow, and it's too hard to patrol all of the land. So they have huge penalties if you're rolling a house in the North to law. So you can imagine that it's not high. It's probably lower. It's definitely higher than some of the houses in your region. But you can't imagine that it'd be higher or much higher than your own.
Can Carson try and get Timmy to sniff the bodies for a scent?
Sure. Roll a survival for. Give him a bonus die.
Survival track.
Yeah, give him a bonus die.
17.
He picks up on some smells. Most of them are from around this area. You can't speak to your animal, so he can't really tell you what he's picked up on.
Well, yeah, I don't have Warwick, but I would assume Warwick dreams, so I'm pretty well connected to Timmy's emotions.
You are. Clearly, he's figured something out.
Am I staring at him? It's like, Timmy, what do you find?
The cat kind of gets low, like it's getting ready to pounce as it kind of like crawls around with Cyrus around the cart.
Cart's like, oh, I should be more specific. Timmy, was there anybody else here besides these people?
It continues with Cyrus, like it's searching. It sniffs occasionally, but it's ready to pounce. So clearly it senses that there might be some kind of danger here.
Right,
Also, here's the map of the North.
Cart's like, to me, doesn't look like he's, he looks like there might be some danger here. Am I not metagaming? I hope, I just assume
No, clearly.
You guys might want to be on your guard. This is probably an ambush.
So, what are you guys gonna do? You guys gonna search the bodies in the cart? You guys gonna continue on? You guys gonna chill out and wait forever you killed them to come kill you?
I mean, can Carson dismount his horse and approach the bodies?
Sure. Sierra and Elia are starting to ride on. They want to get out of here, so they're not gonna leave you guys behind.
I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah, so people are starting to move on. They're not riding fast, so you can spend some time looking around.
He's just going to check the bodies real quick to see how they died. Can I make a heal check real quick?
Sure, roll diagnosis.
Well, I don't have any dice in that, just heal.
Okay.
14.
Cyrus remounts, sheathes his sword, and just kind of shrugs and rides on.
So there's a lot of blood. And you look, and it looks like what Cyrus missed was that one of them has their throat ripped out.
Ooh, oh, Car's like, oh, okay. I'm gonna get back on my horse. Come on, Timmy. He's talking to the kid. He's talking to the cat, like he understands him. Like, come on, Timmy. Let's get out of here. These people are just attacked by animals.
Yeah. So, you guys ride on. You're about here. And then you cross the White Knife and camp near the peninsula there, kind of like the close, just to make sure that if you were attacked, you could only really be attacked from one direction. If that's what you guys want to do, that would be probably the safest place to camp. Probably. You could try to find another spot with a survival check.
And begin riding. Hoyd constantly scans, expecting our attack.
Oh, we're doing survival checks?
No, if you want to. No.
Oh, to find a good spot? Yeah, I don't want to die.
Oh.
I'm going to trust the judgment of the other people.
God damn it.
Sierra, Elia's fine to sleep near the water. So it looks like you guys are sleeping near the water.
Yeah.
Can I get 3 2d6 from 3 of you? Just 2d6. I need 3 of them. Alright. No, you guys are good for the night.
Awesome.
You pack up, and Joey, you have about another week ride to the King Road, and you guys get there unharassed. Yeah, you're good. You're fine. But you have now spent 2 weeks out in the cold. Everyone, since you have bought in clothing, you are fine for now. Starting next week, unless you sleep indoors for a couple of days, you will start having to make endurance tests. Again, since you are all kitted out, you only need to roll a 9 on your first couple of checks.
Carson says, should we make a stop at the nearest castle before we head on?
Yes, fires will help. The nearest castle will be up at Sirwin. You guys are pretty far away.
Well, it's on the way.
Yes. It's gonna suck Fires will help. Also, you get a bonus dice to the test since you're all in your winter clothing, so it's not going to be the hardest thing to make. You guys travel for. We've got a week. You're here on the King's Road. That's about. Let's see. No, you're about here. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's going to be about a week and a half's travel to the castle. So, I'm going to need 3 2d6 again, and we want 5 or above. Easy.
2d6 or 3d6?
2d6. So you guys are coming up to Sirwin. Now I need your endurance test. Cyrus, you do have the -2 dice for this, but everyone gets a bonus dice for this.
So -1 pretty much.
Yes. Hoyd, you're fine. Brett, you are fine.
Oh, so we get a bonus dice, not just.
Not a test dice, a bonus dice. Cyrus is fine.
Timmy, or is because he's a shadow cat?
Shadow cat is absolutely fine. Mary is fine. Let me pull up Syrah and Elias. Oh, okay. Elias is going to be fine. Yeah, Elias is fine.
I mean, she's literally covered in fucking outrageous amounts of clothing. I think she's going to be good.
No, Elia is fine, not Syrah.
Oh.
And then for Syrah, no. Syrah's not okay.
Oh my lord.
She's so little.
She's literally covered in clothing. I don't think she can move.
It's nothing too bad.
She's just getting like a cold.
Yeah, she just takes an injury.
It's not too bad. She just gets frostbite.
And then you guys make it to the castle.
I guess Carson is riding the lead because he hails the castle.
One of the northern men walks over and looks down the walls and says, "Hail!
I'm Carson.
What do you want?"
I'm Carson Brightstone, currently serving under the law of House Wesker, and I request food and shelter for my lord and ladies. Do you want me to roll a persuasion test?
Hold on. Sorry. House who?
House Wesker of the Vale. That I'm saying that in character because I mean sorry, of Dawn.
Roll a persuasion.
Cyrus pipes up.
This is going to be hard though, because he has no idea who. What does Cyrus say?
Cyrus hails the gates and says, "My name is Sir Cyrus Dawnwing. My father Cedric Dawnwing is a vassal of Lord Renly Baratheon, brother to our King Robert. I come representing. We are on a mission from Stannis Baratheon. We request food and shelter for the night."
When you say you're on a mission from Stannis Baratheon, he says, "Oh, why didn't you just say that? They had sent word ahead that you might be stopping in on your way."
Of course, it's like, well, yeah. Of course, it hits himself like, yeah, I should have started out with that.
They open the gates, and you guys, the Lord does not meet with you. But you are given decent room and board. How long would you like to stay?
Do we notice Sierra
Cyrus would.
is Sierra is having a bit of trouble?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Do we notice Sierra is having a bit of trouble and is she's suffering a bit of hypothermia?
No, she's fine. Actually, the Lord doesn't see any of you, but the Lord will see Sierra. As she is high enough status. And offers their maester who heals her, and she's just fine.
Can I blend in as kind of her lady's maid?
Oh yeah, Sierra allows you to come with her wherever she wants to go, pretty much.
Sweet. Perks of making friends with a little psychopath.
Yeah. And how long are you guys wanting to stay?
Cyrus would try and get everyone to stay just for the night, unless the weather conditions get like really worse, like a blizzard or.
You will need to stay for at least 3 nights to negate the rolling of dice for your endurance.
Well then,
again.
yeah, we do that.
So you stay for 3 nights, and at the end of it, the steward comes by and says that to all of you, that'll be 3 silver stags each.
Okay.
Wow.
Mary, you and Sierra don't have to pay.
Oh, okay.
Nor Elia. But everyone else does.
Yeah, Cyrus forks out the coin.
So do you all pay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you back, Brett?
Yeah, I'm back.
They are charging you 3 silver stags for 3 nights of staying in the castle.
Shit. Well, Carson's broke, actually.
So who's someone has to cover him. Or, well, I mean, I guess someone doesn't have to. Okay, so Cyrus covers you for now. And the Lord, before you leave, Sierra has been given some new clothing. They look a lot warmer than what you had originally bought, and they are clearly of noble status for a noble. So you can assume that she will probably be fine in the cold. And you travel. Do you want to stop by Winterfell? There's no saying, no promising that you'll get in.
Things so when a person listens, we can be successful. But I will only
don't we have to go right by there anyway?
Yeah, it's actually a couple of days out of the way.
Oh.
If you see this road here, yeah, it leads up to Winterfell, and the King's Road keeps going.
Gotcha.
Carson says, should we stop by Winterfell to just let Lord Stark know we're in the area?
Well, it would probably be a good idea to pay our respects to the Warden of the North since we're here.
Cyrus kind of shifts in his chair, kind of thinking back to what Lady Theodora said about proving yourself. And Cyrus goes, perhaps. Yes, I think it might be best if we stop by. Made our intentions known. Besides, our mission concerns Robert's wishes himself. It might be good to stop by his old friend's his best friend's keep. Yes, we should. We should.
Winterfell's much more than a keep. It is one of the finest castles in all of 7 Kingdoms.
So it's going to take you a week to get to Winterfell.
Let's go.
Actually, it'll be about a week and 2 days.
So Stannis did say we should only go to Winterfell after we finished to let him know like what we or if we encountered something or something like that. Isn't that correct? Otherwise, we shouldn't bother. But
Cyrus kind of thinks about that. He goes, "Yeah, that is a good point." Lord Eddard, if Stannis asks Lord Eddard will most certainly tell him.
Should we ask Lady Sierra's opinion?
Suppose that's wise. Lady Sierra, should we stop by Winterfell or continue on to White Harbor?
White Harbor's the other way.
did she hear that little? Yeah, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, she probably did hear. And when you say White Harbor, she says, so you want to abandon the quest?
White Harbor. Last Hearth. I mean, of course.
Well, Stannis did say that we should probably only bother with it if we found something, but that's only if you want to listen to Stannis.
And what would you have us do, my lady? Assuming you were to have the final. Cyrus kind of smirks.
I would say that we go to Bear Island, but I don't get to decide, so...
Ael's gonna chip in that
do you think
between
they
Winterfell and Last Hearth, there's not gonna be any place for refuge. So
Assuming
we
we're
have
allowed
spent
refuge.
True, but we have spent a week already out here in the cold, and then I assume it'll be like maybe 3 weeks until we reach Last Hearth.
That is much more than 3 weeks.
Well, I'm just
Here, let me give you an estimate.
I mean, based on looking at the map, I should be able to know.
If everything goes smoothly, it will be almost 6 weeks to Last Hearth.
Yeah. So the Winterfell may be our last chance in a long time to sleep peacefully.
It is kind of somewhat out of the way, though, is it not?
Hey, do you think they let you pet the bears at Bear Island?
I'm not actually sure that's why they call it Bear Island.
Hoy just looks at her, assuming that she's jesting.
Absolutely.
I mean, Lady Sierra, you can pet Timmy if you want.
I want to pet a bear. Do you see that bear pelt he bought? How much did you buy the bear pelt for?
She could pet a house cat whenever she wanted to.
I paid 50 silver stags for it.
Did they have another one?
Don't actually remember. I merely needed the one. Not for
Anyway.
me. It's for my wife Numio when we return home.
Bitch dead.
So what are you guys doing? You go on to, we can put it to a vote. What are you guys thinking?
I say we continue on to Last Hearth. This is my vote.
Okay.
Wait,
for Last Hearth.
how long is it to Winterfell? Let's start there. You said it's 3 weeks or 6 weeks.
It's a week. It's a week to Winterfell and 6 weeks to Last Hearth from Winterfell.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. My vote is just to go to Last Hearth.
Well, no.
Let's ask this: how
from Winterfell, it would probably be 5.
Right. But what I mean is, it's 6 weeks to to Last Hearth, and then it's 1 week to Winterfell, meaning there's 5 weeks between the two. So I wouldn't say it matters that much. We're still gonna make endurance checks.
Carson says we should go to Bear Island. I agree with Lady Sierra.
How far from Winterfell is Last Hearth?
About 5 weeks. If you look at Roll20, Winterfell's right here, and yeah, and Last Hearth's up there.
Right.
Cyrus barks at Carson.
Hold
Cyrus
on,
barks
sorry. Hold on. What were you saying, Mary?
I know that at Winterfell we'd have to backtrack down this path a bit to get back there, so I didn't know if that would add extra time.
Probably a couple days or a day or two.
Yeah, it's like a couple of days. It's nothing too significant.
Okay.
I'll just kind of shrug and say I don't care what happens.
Okay, well, so far we have 2 votes for Bear Island.
Where the fuck's Bear Island?
It's
On
up in
opposite
the above
side,
deep.
opposite
deep
side
wood.
of the north.
Oh my god.
So 2
Wait,
votes
just-
for Bear Island. Who
Last
wants to
Hearth.
go to Winterfell? Okay, 1 vote for Last Hearth. Cyrus, where do you want to go?
I said last Hearth.
You know what the
Last one.
sad part is? My character would absolutely agree with Sierra to go to fucking Bear Island. Just
So-
because it'd be entertaining.
So
God
3
damn
for Bear Island. Carson, what do you want to do?
Carson says, well, as much as I think would be fun, he was joking about Bear Island. He's like, as much as I'd find that fun ladies here, I think Stannis would be quite mad at us if we
Okay,
had to go off to Bear Island.
so we have 3 for Last Hearth, 3 for Bear Island, because Sierra will tell Elliot to vote for Bear Island.
I'll talk to
Mary.
I feel like I'm the tiebreaker.
You are the tiebreaker, Mary.
Before you say anything, I say to Carson, I mean, Stannis doesn't even believe this sword's gonna be here anyway. He doesn't care he doesn't really care what the finality of it is anyway.
Mary, roll unawareness.
Oh Lord.
Oh, okay. You know that Sierra won't be mad at you which way you vote either way.
Sweet. So my options are Last Hearth or Bear Island.
Or you could say Winterfell and just tie it up, and then I'll roll a dice, and that'll decide it.
Well, I was just gonna tell Sarah that we can always come back to go to Bear Island, but we should probably do what Stannis wants for now.
I don't like Stannis very much at the moment because he kind of gives off a bad impression, and I think Sierra's a lot of fun, so I'm gonna go with Sierra.
Okay, Joey, roll a persuasion check real fast.
Yeah, no, fuck, that's a big. What do I have to beat?
Like 6.
Who are you trying to persuade?
Sierra.
I'm telling Sarah that we can always go to Bear Island when we're done.
Cyrus kind of pipes up and he goes, Lady Sierra, did you notice the balding man who came up and bid us all into Dragonstone?
Look, I'm already convinced. We'll just go to Bear Island after Last Hearth.
There you go.
Oh my god, we all... You guys are animals.
What, we almost had the
Yeah, belong on Bear Island.
You almost went to Bear Island for no reason.
Hey, that's Sierra's fault.
Yeah, like, what are we going to do when we get there? Oh, well, this
How's
is-
she gonna say something
Island.
like that and not expect Hoy to be like, oh, fuck yeah?
Yeah, I guess that's fair. So, you guys start your travel, and you skip Winterfell. You don't even have to roll to see if you get hit by criminals, because Winterfell's law level is pretty good. Second week, you're
Yeah, but
about
what
here
about
now.
animals? What about animals, though?
Yeah, you're right.
Say
You're
that.
right. You're right. Okay, we'll go to here. Week 1. Go ahead and roll 2d6.
Fuck.
I need 2d6 from 3 people.
I got it.
Oh.
You fucked us, Joey.
No, you guys are good.
Okay.
Week 2. You're still in range of winter.
God, get the fuck
I'm
out
glad.
of here.
I'm glad we got.
I'm glad someone got to roll one of the 3d6 that we needed. So can I get 2 more 3d6, please? So for your second week, You come to about here.
God damn.
So,
God.
Cyrus,
Yes,
what is your
Yeah.
animal handling?
that would be. Take a good old look here. Oh, it's a 2, so not. It's average.
So, you go to bed, and you wake up,
Mm-hmm.
and your horse does not wake up.
Oh. Oof. You forget to feed it?
No, you brought a sand steed to winter to the north.
So it's frozen to death.
It
See,
froze
that's
to
why
death.
I
Yeah.
didn't bring mine. Yeah, no, I was like, no, I want my horse to live.
Yes, your horse is frozen to death. It now dawns on you that bringing a horse that is bred to ride across deserts is probably not a good idea to bring into the winter waste of the north.
So destriers are good here, right?
Yes,
Okay, I just
Destriers
wanted to
are
confirm.
fine.
Shit, Carson. Good thing Carson has really high animal handling, or else his horse would die.
Oh, is your horse a sand steed?
Why should I? My animal handling's 5, so.
So I will retroactively do this for you. Roll me an animal handling.
I should just not said anything.
That would have been smart.
Train,
No.
18.
If you bring your horse, this is back in White Harbor. If you bring your horse, it will die. It will not survive the north.
Oh, I guess I'll just ride his palfrey then.
Sorry, say again?
Palfrey. It's another. He has 2 horses.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, now you need to figure out what to do with your sand steed.
Shit.
Good
Carson-
horse.
Sell it and buy a new one later.
They can stable it at White Harbor for you. It just costs money every day that you have it stabled.
Which is only like 10 weeks. Twice over.
Worst case scenario, you sell the horse to liquidate it.
Yeah, Carson will just say, yeah, he'll just make it. He'll say, yeah, I'll just. Yeah, he'll just stable the horse at White Harbor for now.
Okay, how long till you get back? They want to know.
I'm going all the way to Last Tide, so. A while?
Oh.
Just a second.
Kill it and harvest
That's what,
its meat.
16 weeks total ish?
So we are on to a new month has come. We are on to the just so we know, we're on to the first of the fifth of the first Andal moon of the mother. You want to stable it there. You say you're going to Last Hearth, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's like 16 weeks. Okay.
So
Let me.
32 weeks, almost a year.
No, 8 weeks there, 8 weeks back, Joey.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah. So let me grab the coinage really fast. I want to make sure that I charge you the right amount.
I don't think he can afford it. He couldn't. Wait, what were you trying to buy earlier? Steading for 3 silver stags?
Okay, so it is 2 silver a day to
Holy
stable it. So that's 16 weeks. So 16 times 7 gives us 112 days times 2 equals.
I'll be right
They want 224 gold or silver stags, which is a gold dragon and then some. So they want a gold dragon in advance.
Can I just trade you the Sand Steed for a Destria?
That's technically profit.
No, they kind of laugh at you. What would we do with a sand steed up here?
Sell it.
To who?
I know there's people who come around here.
It's a dock. I mean,
Yeah,
That want a sand steed? Nobody comes up here to buy sand steeds. Even if you, it doesn't matter how well you roll on this. This is out of the realm of possibility for him. No one comes up here to buy sand steeds. Maybe if you were in the Vale, maybe at the South End, maybe you could swing it. It's just that the odds of him actually selling a sand steed to anyone is like 1 in 1,000. It's completely useless to him.
Kill it and butcher.
you could
Yeah,
sell
yeah,
it
butcher.
maybe to the captain of that other. Oh wait, yeah, the captain of that other ship. Isn't he going back to Dorna or
Yeah,
Dornland anyway?
He might be interested.
Yeah, I go to the captain. He's like, I need to liquidate. You need a sand steed? Because I can't have a sand steed in the north.
I'll buy it for. Let me see if he realizes why you're selling it. I'll buy it for 800 silver stacks.
$1,000. You still make a 200 silver stag profit.
That is his offer. He's offering 800 because he knows that you can't keep it here, and he also knows that no one else here will buy it.
Fine.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Fine, my good sir. I guess my hands are tied, so.
So he'll give you the 800 silver stags. About, yeah.
I'm gonna chime in and say that I'll give him 900 silver stags for it.
I mean, he's totally fine with you taking the better offer.
Okay, I'll take. Shit. Industrial costs around 1,000. He's just thinking so in his head. Fine, I'll take 900. What are you going to do with the sand
Alright.
steed in the north?
What are you gonna do with the sand steed, Mary?
So they want, you said, a gold dragon in advance?
Oh, that's right. You made a lot of money. I forgot. Yes. They want a gold dragon in advance, and then they want the.
I like how Sierra's paying for her everything when she could probably.
I don't
Pay
have
for it
quite as much
easily.
as you think, but I have enough to do what I'm about to do.
That's fair.
Yes. They want a gold dragon, and then when you get back, they'll want an extra 20 silver stags.
Okay, so all told, buying it for 900 silver stags, and then
Mhm.
paying a gold dragon adds up to what? 5 gold dragons, 300 and 100 silver stags.
Yeah, we'll call it that.
Okay, so I pay what's needed to be paid.
All right, time wibble. Sorry, go ahead.
And I now have a desert strider. Sorry.
Yeah, sand steed. And you wibbles in time back to Cyrus finding his dead horse. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chops. You rolled 2 1s. Something had to happen.
Of course, since well, I didn't. This guy sold it to Mary.
Oh no.
No, not yours.
Cyrus.
No, that's what Carson's thinking.
So, Cyrus, your horse has frozen to death. What would you like to do? Did he leave? Did he BRB?
Make sure you add the 900 silver stags to your inventory.
Yes. You have an equipment list too, as well, Carson, that you need to update.
Alright.
And just to be clear, I bought that from Carson, correct?
Yes. Cyrus Chops, hello.
If he doesn't get back, I'm butchering the horse.
For
A
the
wagon
record-
can be pulled with just one destrier, right? I bought two just to have two on there, but it can be pulled with one, correct?
It can. You'll just be slower. Not too much slower, but yeah.
I don't have a whole lot of stuff on there. I just didn't want to carry a tent. Was basically why I bought a wagon.
Fair.
But yeah, if you look at my equipment, everything that's in italic on the bottom is what's on the wagon.
Okay, well, it seems like Cyrus is gone, so you guys continue on.
He's
All right, I guess
walking.
he's fucking walking.
So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So
Bye.
1, 2. So you guys reach about this hilled area, and I need 2d6 from all of you again. Now things are starting to get much more dangerous.
Wait, 2d6 from everybody? Or...
No, 3 2d6. You need above a 5.
Who's gonna risk it? Because I could do it.
Back.
And last one. Awesome. So we can have a level 2 encounter.
God.
Oh,
You guys fucking suck.
I didn't ask for that.
So you know what's great about the North?
Wild.
No.
I don't have. So I don't have to find. I don't have to find a map to put it on
Because it's all white.
because it's all snow already. So everyone put your characters out. Who's this? What the hell? I need to zoom in.
Hey. There we go.
Yo, how do I get a wagon prop?
Enjoy.
Yeet. Fuck.
Let me. Yeah, there you go.
Wait, how do I put my character on there? I forget.
You go to your character sheet and drag it. Warren, you had bought 2 horses, right?
Yep. I have 2 destriers.
Why?
Oh yeah, I guess you just put it on. Oh Jesus.
You wanna put yourself there, like, here. I got it. Don't worry about it.
All right, he's got it. Ah, I'm deleted.
And don't worry, you brought back. And Mary, you got yourself a horse.
Hey Warren,
What?
would your character mind if I sat up?
What?
Would your character mind if I sat in the front?
I assumed
With
you
you.
were sitting in the front this whole time.
Okay, I'm making sure. Absolutely. Fuck.
Okay, so that's 2, then 1 for Sierra.
How'd you reduce it?
Is Cyrus back yet?
No.
Oh my god.
How nice of him to let us know that he was leaving.
Elias Sand is walking here. Actually, Elia would be on this side here to heckle. What did you do?
That's my lantern's light source.
We don't need it. Get rid of it. You know what?
What?
Doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably
Doesn't
deleted
exist
it from your
anymore.
inventory.
Did you actually?
No. I took away the light source value.
Oh, I already took it away. I already took
Okay.
the RO away.
So go ahead and position yourselves. Mary, do you want to be over by Syrah? Or... Okay,
Yep,
cool.
I'm gonna be for them.
Someone want to place
Carson is on a horse. Just not
I'm
Okay,
gonna
good.
offer to let Elia ride behind me.
On the same horse?
Oh, yep.
No, she's more mobile on the ground. You would also know that she's kind of more about keeping everything private, even though
Gotcha.
everyone probably knows already. And then let me grab Cyrus.
God, I know. I'm fucking
So
with
Cyrus is sick, sleeping in the back of the cart right now. I'm sorry, Warren. I got to do it to you.
Wait, what? The fuck you mean? Get this bitch out of my cart.
I'm sorry. It's the only way.
No, he's walking.
He is walking in the car. I'm kidding. We'll just say that he's back there for now, so that if he shows up, that he can actually participate in this fight. So, on your character sheets, my peoples, I need you to go to your agility and roll. Click on your token, and then roll agility. And I actually just need to add these tokens. So we
Wait, what?
add your turns. Yeah, click on your token. Just give it a second.
Oh, okay, I see.
God, there are so many of you. So Eliasan got a 15. Sierra, Mira got a 9, Mary got a 9, Carson got a
Oh shit, I should have switched to Timmy for that one.
12.
Sorry,
Timmy
bud, I'm
got
back.
a 16. Go ahead and roll me. Hoyd got 8. Ale got a.
Wait, I rolled initiative?
Oh,
What
is
is it?
Ale
What
got
is
an
the
8.
title for initiative again?
Agility.
Oh,
Quickness
agility.
if you have it. What's your initiative, Hoyd?
20.
Is it? It is. Holy
Yeah, look,
fuck.
I just rolled it.
Very nice. I have not been hitting enter on these, so it didn't save any of them. How sad. Cyrus got a 17. Timmy got a 16. Mary got a 9. Ellie got a 15. Okay, and then Syrah. Good old little child Syrah. Does have quickness, so let's go ahead and roll that for her. So Syrah rolls a 21.
Damn.
Yes, she has 2 bonus dice in quickness, and she rolled a 6, 6, 5, 5. And
Meanwhile, I didn't roll a single 6, and I got a fucking 1.
Okay. And then let me just grab this.
Oh, wolves.
Oh,
Goody.
Bork.
Don't worry. You guys will probably be surprised. So, I mean, let's find out.
Would we in the north be surprised that wolves come out of the forest to attack us? Is that
Well,
surprising?
no, I mean, surprised at the attack itself. Not by the attack, but when it happens.
And Warren,
What?
remember the last time we met some wolves? They got
Mm,
obliterated
no, I don't.
in the Elijah's campaign.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Absolutely destroyed.
The fucking critacular.
Yeah, the double crit.
So I'm gonna break the wolves up into. No, I'm gonna keep them all in one group because fuck that. So let's see how the wolves do on themselves. Passive awarenesses. Does anyone have a 17 or above?
An awareness.
Passive is not above that.
My passive is one less than
20
Yeah,
for
absolutely not.
Timmy has a 20.
So Timmy is the only one not surprised when they launch. All right, Warren. Hoyt is very surprised. Timmy is the only one who is not surprised when they attack, meaning that
Wait.
they will get one round off.
Does his cat is his cat able to detect them before they attack?
The cat will detect them. He will be the only other one that's not surprised.
No, what I mean is before they attack, so that he can make an obvious.
I don't know. Let's check.
And Warren, nice roll.
Let's see how close they get before he. That is not a formula, apparently. Yeah, no, he's able to detect it right before they're about to attack, so you will act in normal initiative.
Yeah, Carson's like looking at Timmy, and Timmy's looking at Carson's like, by the way, because Carson is, this kind of personality is kind of nonchalant, but thinks, oh yeah, we're about to be attacked by wolves.
You wouldn't know that it's wolves right away, so you would just know that you're about to get attacked. So, you're about to get attacked. And Sierra goes first, and she sees it, and she says, "Ooh, bad dogs!" And she says, "Ooh, bad dogs!" And out of her sleeve, she quickly reaches into her sleeve and looks back at this one. And let me see. Yes, she throws, and very successfully throws a dagger at it and hits it. And it yelps, but it's not dead.
Which one was it?
This one. Okay. So we are on to Hoyt.
I'm gonna do the same thing. Produce a dagger out of my sleeve, and I'm gonna throw it.
Do you have a proper throwing dagger?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Use throwing.
What is that? Agility?
I think throwing is an actual
Marksman.
marksman. Yeah.
Oh, is it marksman? We're not doing that shit. I just assumed it was an agility. That I thought marksman was with a fucking bow, for marksman.
Yeah. It's just what they chalk it up under.
Seems legit. All right, we're not doing that. I am going to prepare a dodge action.
Okay,
So
roll dodge.
I'm gonna get off and be in front of my horse. And
Okay, roll a dodge.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
3 fucking ones. Good God. Is this real life? Well, I mean.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So, Cyrus, you're 1. Ale, 2. Mary, 3. Sierra, 4. Elia, 5. Carson, 6. And Timmy, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one runs up to attack her.
Big mistake, Dougie.
This one runs up to jump up at Ale. This one also runs up to attack Elia. And then we'll get to the other side. So, they get to do their good old fighting. One hits. 2 hit. 1 misses. And Elia, immediately the dogs run up, and as she's trying to dismount her horse, she gets bit on the arm, and it tears it wide open. And she's gushing blood from her arm.
I thought she was on the ground already.
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, well, she gets her arm ripped open.
Oh, shit.
Well, Warren, really there are 2 targets for the ones on this side.
No,
well,
naturally.
3. So what do you want? What number do you want to be?
I don't care.
All right, you're 2.
Wow.
So they all run for your horse.
Well, rest in peace, Warren's horse.
They just completely avoid me. That's fair.
The horse is a bigger animal.
Yeah.
True.
The horses are also tied to a cart, so it's harder for them to escape.
So wait, if it matches, what does that mean? Because he has a AC of 11.
That will hit.
Okay, so he gets 2 hits and 1 miss then.
He does get 2 hits, and it takes 10 damage in total.
Let me
Also,
find.
horses cannot take wounds and injuries and whatnot.
Unless they're animal cohorts.
You said 10 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. What is he at? I need to know.
He's at 5.
Okay, cool. Cyrus.
Yes.
Go fucking do your thing. Get these bitches off my horse.
So, it's my turn?
Yes.
All right. Cyrus is going to move around the wagon
Okay.
and swiggity swing on this nerd.
Cool.
I'm wielding Grimrock.
Yeah. Roll fighting.
Mm-hmm.
This one's dead.
Ripperoonie, fucker. Ripperoonie.
4 6s. Look at that shit. It's fucking
Carson.
disgusting.
Boom!
Carson doesn't have a fancily named, he just has a regular war lance.
Okay, roll damage. Or roll to hit. Alright, you hit. What's your damage?
It's animal handling plus 3.
So, what is it?
7.
So,
Actually,
this one is dead.
And
Timmy.
there goes one of his war lances. He just pulled out.
You can only really carry 1 war lance around with you at a time. 15? You said?
12, sorry.
12 hits. What's the damage?
Hold on, let me just, I should have written this down.
Okay, you do some damage. When you find out, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think I get to make 2 attacks, claw and bite. Wait, that's if he's charging.
Okay. Yeah, he's not charging. He's not far enough away. Okay, so how much is the damage? Okay. Even though she is wounded, Elia turns around with odd speed and delivers a swift kick into the animal, dealing
The damage is 5.
dealing 15 points of damage.
Jesus.
And you hear the neck crack as it lets out a yelp and falls to the ground, dead. And then she kind of looks around as her arm's bleeding, like in a defensive stance. All right, Mary.
Wait, real quick.
What?
Would my horse be allowed to attack since they're right in front of him? I feel like it wouldn't just stand there. I feel like
No, it's going to panic and try to run.
But Destry is a war horse, so the trained it.
Oh, it is a war horse. It will not try to run. Yes, it will try to attack on its turn. Horses will be going at the end of the initiative. So.
Oh well, so its quickness doesn't matter then. The fact that it has quickness.
It would have if I had realized they were war horses, but we're already down the initiative order. We'll add them in next round. I don't think it'll matter though, because I'm pretty sure these are all going to be dead in like the next round or two before they even act. So.
I am going to try to attack the one right in front of me with a spear.
All right, roll fighting.
It's not gonna go well.
It does not go well. In fact, you critically miss, and you drop your spear.
Crap. This is why I'm a squishy. I don't do this sort of thing.
Hail.
My character doesn't anyway.
Yeah.
He watches in panic.
I mean, I don't. If I could reach the one in front of like Mary's horse, I would swing at it, like from where I'm sitting.
Well, that one's actually like up here jumping at you. So.
Don't kept charges.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and I'm gonna hit it with a fucking quarterstaff.
Roll a hit. You hit.
Oh, that's cool.
What's your damage?
3.
And you do 3 damage.
Whack.
So this horse goes. Warren, what are horses fighting? You have up the stat block. It looks like.
Horses fighting is what the fuck is it? 3.
3. Okay.
Bite
So they are attached.
4 damage. Hooves do 6.
Okay, so they are attached to a cart, so they lose a dice. So they are 2d6. These two are going to attack the one that it can. The first one misses. The second one misses. Mary's will get 3d6 because it's not, and hits as it stomps it with its hooves. And you said 5 damage, right?
6 damage because it's powerful.
Ooh, there we go. And it kicks it in the side and it lets out a yelp. Yeah, that horse does nothing. Warren, we'll just have the horses act on your initiative this round.
Okay.
Syrah.
Good horsey.
Syrah says, fuck this. And as she going, before she leaves, throws a dagger at this horse. And since it's not facing her, it actually hits when it would have otherwise missed. And it lets a yelp as it does minimal damage.
Nice.
Hoyd.
Bab.
Roll to hit. You hit with 1 degree of success.
All right. What does that mean? Do I do?
You double damage.
Oh, so 10 damage.
Ooh. That one, you jab it in like right under one of its legs, and it lets out a loud yelp. And for your horses, go ahead and roll 2d6. Their AC is 11. Sorry, I forget how good you guys are at fighting. Hey, one of them actually hits. It does 6 damage. Awesome.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That I was not supposed to do that much. Cool.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, fine.
All right. Now, Warren, do you want me to see if the one of the wolf that you stabbed turns to attack you?
I mean, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna for a lesser action, I would have done my basically I do acrobatic defense. My combat defense is 14.
No, he is too focused on your horse. 1, 2, 3.
Get fucked.
That misses. That also
Get
misses.
Fucked. Fuck you. Fucking
And
wolf
Cyrus.
bag.
I am gonna move up and flex on this turd.
You were here, right? Okay,
Yeah, can I move there and still attack?
I think you have how much bulk do you have?
Not a lot. I don't have a lot of equipment.
It's based on your armor, not your equipment.
Let me look then. I'm really trying to figure out where my bulk is.
There should be a little spreadsheet for it, I think.
Yeah, breastplate.
What are you wearing?
Breastplate gives you.
I'm just wearing my
bulk.
breastplate.
Yeah,
It
that's
gives
3
you
volts.
3 bulk. So no, you have to use both of your actions to move up.
So I was right here, right?
You're
No,
right
more back.
here. Yeah, so
Okay.
you go 1, 2, and then 3. That's your full movement. Normally you have 3 meters of movement, but you have 3 bulk, so that reduces it by 1. Let me just make sure I'm doing that right.
Can I move and try and draw them off of horse in some way?
Maybe it's probably not going to work.
Throw a snowball at it.
Can I think
hold
that's
on.
technically an attack, actually. Can I run up and yell at it, just like, hey!
Hey, I mean, if your horse wasn't fucking dead, you probably could have made it over there.
Hold on
yeah.
a second.
Oh, yeah, you owe me a gold for fucking hitchtailing it on my fucking wagon.
No, actually, I think you have 3 bulk. No, you can just get there to attack. I'm sorry, you start with 4 yards of movement, not 3.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to actually, just for added effect, sacrifice a bonus die for an extra degree of
I
damage.
already stabbed this horse for most of its health. You just want to hit it once.
Cool.
So -1 bonus die.
Yep.
For an extra degree of damage, because I thoroughly plan on just demotivating the other wolves.
Yep. It's dead. Joey, I forgot to do an attack on you with the last wolf, so I'm going to do that really fast.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Sorry,
Wait.
drop one of the 5s. It's supposed to be keep 3. So that will be 17. What is your to hit?
That's 2 degrees of success right there.
So Joey, you take 10 damage.
Ow!
Do you
Alright.
want to take an injury to reduce it?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Carson.
Well, my war spear is probably stuck in that wolf, so as to pull it out. Either that, or you could just,
It was a war lance, right?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure those shatter on more than 1 degree of success. Let me check. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure your lance is now shattered.
You shattered your lance on a wolf?
Yes. Weapons that are fragile, like lances, when you hit with more than 1 degree of success, break.
Damn.
Carson is really good with war lances, but he breaks them. Well, he has 2, but I guess he wouldn't have.
You can have 2. It's just going to take an action to pull out the second one.
Oh, he's gonna pull out his second war lance.
Okay. Yeah. No. You fuck out, dog.
A lesser or greater action.
Hold on. Bulk, impale, mounted, slow, vicious, slow, kill you. Oh no. No, you have a war lance, right? It's not just a
Yeah.
lance.
Yeah, it's
Oh, those don't. They're fine. They're good.
well, does
You're
he?
good.
No, does he still have to pull it out of of the dead wolf?
Yes. So go ahead and roll.
Athletics.
I believe so.
Wait,
It
if
is
you never mind.
an athletics test. Yes.
That's
No. No, you don't. You are now disarmed. A failed test indicates you are disarmed, as the weapon remains in the opponent.
can I take another?
Yeah, so you are disarmed.
Oh, that wolf is really dead though.
Yes.
So is that my entire turn?
I mean, you can spend another action to try and pull it out. Or pull out a different war lance.
11.
Yeah, so you're able to pull it out the second time. But yeah, that is your turn.
Wait, how much damage do the wolves do?
5.
They do 5, huh? So
Yes.
they're not regular wolves, they're dire wolves, or what?
No, they're not regular wolves, but they are not dire wolves.
Dire wolves don't exist.
Also, I don't use the stats for the animals out of the book. So
Okay.
Does that mean
It's literally right above the desk here. I just realized it.
Timmy,
Tumor.
Is he
what's his
fighting his
what's his run? Hold on, wondering if he is any faster.
his run is 2B and his athletics
So
is 5.
he can move. He can move 6 squares.
He can also do a charge action.
He has to have a straight line, and he does not.
He can make it to both of these still.
Yeah, he does not have a straight line to do a charge, so he cannot.
Okay.
I mean, couldn't he go diagonally here and then charge towards it?
Well, see, he was here, so he'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, he'd have to go 1, 2, 3, or he could go 1, 2, 3.
Wait, how
6.
how many tiles is charging?
Let me check.
Because he can do at most 3.
Charge. Here it is. Oh no, you can do it. Okay, that'll work. You're charging, so you have a -1 die on your to hit, but your damage increases by 2. So you can do it, but you lose a die to hit.
You can also make 2 attacks instead of 1.
Yeah, he loses a dice for both of those attacks. So, who's he charging? Well, I need to know who he's charging. He misses the first attack.
This one. That's his,
Okay, he misses the first attack.
That's his bite. 18.
And you applied the -1 die to this, right?
Yep.
Okay, yes, that hits.
That's 5 damage, and it's
So
powerful.
that's 10 damage. So what's his strength?
It's just 5 damage. It adds it up automatically. In the
Oh, okay. Then I don't need to know that it's powerful.
sorry.
The only thing powerful does is just add your strength to the damage. Okay, Elia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She runs and stands near Sierra. Mary.
I'm going to. I'm going to run as well because I don't feel like getting off my horse to fight things that are just going to kill me.
Where do you want to run to?
I'm going to run to you right behind Sarah.
Okay. The animal does get an attack of opportunity on your horse as it goes.
But it wasn't attacking her though. It was attacking.
That's not how attacks of opportunity work, though.
I'm still moving
It's when
us.
anything leaves your attack range that's not behind you.
Interesting.
It doesn't matter because it misses. So
Brutal miss.
absolutely. Is that all, Mary?
Yep, that's going to be all I do.
Joey. I don't think
Alright.
that's not a criticalness. Okay.
All right. So first question: do I have my stiletto?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna. Bleh! Oh, I hit it.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
How
3
much
damage.
Lady Sierra's turn. She's going to throw her last knife against her better judgment at the one attacking Ale. Oh, and she
Hey.
hits. She hits. Hoyd.
All right. I'm gonna do the yeet and the yeet and the yeet.
Why'd you roll twice?
Those two are the horse. You said the horse were on my team.
Oh,
or on
yeah.
my team.
One horse hits.
And I assume I also hit with my 18 against this bitch here.
Yes. What's your damage again? Because he's dead.
I did 10 to him.
Yeah, he's dead.
And then,
This horse can't.
well, it's the second horse. I'm assuming
Yeah,
I
it can get the sidekick off. Yes. It damages him and
So
brings
6
him
damage.
down to 1 hit point.
And he's gonna continue to attack, huh?
I mean, he's already kind of invested at this point. All of his friends are dead.
Yeah, seems legit. They have no self-preservation at all. They're wolves. They don't give a fuck. They're suicidal.
Live for the pack, die for the pack.
No, they've been going.
What
through
is
depression.
your
Die for
what is your to hit, Joey?
My to hit. I have 10.
So that hits. You take 5 damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Wait, but
Injury.
first, Dylan. But first, does Sierra not have Pet Pal?
Yeah, maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. Are you gonna take it?
I'm gonna take the injury.
Okay. So Joey takes an injury.
You reduce
Cyrus.
the damage by your endurance, right?
Yes. So you would take 1 damage.
Oh, absolutely. I know.
Cyrus.
All right. Here. Can I get to this wolf here?
Not and attack. No, not with the way things are placed.
What if I went here and then jumped on the crate and attacked from from the wagon?
Well, climbing up would take more movement than you'd have left.
Oh. Can I at least get to it and not attack?
You could go right there. You just won't be able to attack. You could even get to here.
Yeah, I'll just get right there and then attack my next round. If it's
Carson.
You will not probably get a next round.
Carson's going to. Yeah, it's.
Did he get his spear back last turn?
Yeah, he pulled the spoil.
Yes, he did.
And that's
You
damage
could
for
charge and
degree
kill
of
this
success.
Okay, so you move over. Yeah, it is dead. For 1 degree of success. So yes, the wolves lie dead on the road. Their blood darkening the sand around you.
Carson immediately rides over to Lady Elia and says, "Are you hurt, my lady?"
She says, I'm fine. I'm fine. She's bleeding really bad from her arm, but I mean, there's not much you're going to be able to do for her while you guys
Yeah,
are
you
traveling, other than wrapping it up.
Yeah, you can wrap it up.
Carson says,
I mean, yeah.
Carson says, "Anybody want any wolf pelts?"
No.
Cyrus looks to Ellie and goes, "There's no time for that. We have to get moving."
Yeah, we need to go.
Cyrus says in this cold, her wound is likely to get infected,
Alright.
and that will kill her faster than bleeding out at this rate.
Well, you should still gauze it, obviously.
Should I roll heal?
Well, obviously, yeah, we have to. Cyrus says, get it wrapped and get it tight.
So, you guys continue on. That was your 3rd week here. On the fourth week, here, Lady Elia gets to make an endurance test to see if she heals her injury. I don't think she does, but she does not critically fail, so that's good. Let's just make sure she doesn't critically fail. She does not critically fail. Cool. So, again, I need 2d6 3 times.
I got it.
The weather is starting to get worse. It's not too bad, but it's getting bad. So that's 1, 2, 3. That was your third week. Fourth week, to get about here, you're entering a forest. I need endurance tests from everyone. Again, Cyrus, you have a -2 dice on this.
And mine, just a -1 with the winter clothes, right?
Yes, Mary, you make it. No, you actually make it. Ale, you make it. Cyrus makes it. Hoyd makes it. Syrah makes it. Alia probably gets to make it. Yes. And then I need 3d6 again.
Oh my god, we're so dead.
Absolutely bad. So, you make it to about here through the forest on your fourth week of travel. And
I didn't see the ping.
you're kind of like in this area.
Christ.
And it's kind of wooded. It's not super it's not
not
dense
dense
woods. And the winds start to pick up. And you're traveling, and you realize that it's not going to get better as a snowstorm is slowly rolling in. What would you like to do?
Fucking kill myself. Wait, so
Well, we have 3 options. We either stay, keep going, or turn back.
Is there any caves nearby?
Who knows?
Cyrus
going into the
looks to
forest
Ale
for.
and says, "I don't imagine you brought any ravens."
No.
Continue roll survivor to try and find a cave.
Sure. We also, yes, he can try, but you also have to remember that he is an animal. He cannot act in the same capacity as humans, so in the future, things like that wouldn't necessarily work.
Thank God, our one person with some sense of survival is finally here.
But did he come with us that whole time?
Oh yeah, he would have been here with us, I assume.
Yeah,
unless
Timmy
you
follows,
also-
and also, technically speaking, he actually acts more human because he's.
He does, but he still cannot act completely human. He does not, in a sandstorm, he does not need to find shelter. He's fine. A snowstorm. He's fine. It's you guys that are going to have trouble.
Right.
So go ahead and roll.
Track.
Endurance test?
No. Roll a. It's not tracking. You're not tracking anything.
Sorry. Well, that doesn't really change anything. Sorry.
He does not find any caves. You are in a forest.
Does he find like a tree hollow?
No, he finds a cluster of trees that might break some of the wind. If you were a little bit further west, he probably would have found somewhere near the mountains to camp down in, but that's far west. That's a couple of days.
We could make camp and we could set up my nice big pavilion tent.
And then the pavilion's gonna get fucking lifted into the air.
Carson's following Timmy. If people want to follow him, he's gesturing people to follow him.
Who's following him?
Wait, into the forest?
Yes, he's going into the forest.
Timmy never
Cyrus
leads me
says,
astray.
why? Cyrus goes, why would we go off of the road into the forest?
Trees
You
break
guys
the
are
wind.
shouting at this point as the wind has picked up
Of
heavily.
course it says, Tim, trees break the wind. Idiots.
Alright, you can go by your fucking self. Anyway.
Have fun dying.
Which way is the wind coming from, Dylan?
We'll say the east. The east. East going like.
So you mean like right on the map? Like I didn't know how it's oriented on the map or not. Can't see it.
Oh yeah, north, south. Yeah, the cardinal directions are the same on the map. So it's coming like from over the lake.
All right. So here's a plan. Assuming we're strong enough, we can just tip my fucking wagon over on its side. Assuming that how many of us is there? Like 7?
You could do that. It will break the wind, but you will know that in a snowstorm, what's really gonna get you is the cold. Well,
I mean,
okay, you wouldn't know that, but now you do.
Same thing as going into the forest. So
Yeah,
except
so
I don't have to go
you
into the
can
forest to get
easily
fucking
you
attacked
can
or
you
way.
can easily do that. So Carson has left to go into the forest. Everyone else has stayed. So you flip the cart over. What are you doing with your horses?
I'm keeping them on the side of the cart. To the best of my ability.
Cyrus
obviously.
is going to suggest that we build a fire. Cyrus has a wood chopping axe that he
I've got
had.
flint and steel.
All right.
Cyrus Cyrus takes his axe and motions Hoyd to come with him and asks,
Me?
yeah, I mean,
Do I look like a? Wait, what?
Cyrus just doesn't want to go into the woods, or doesn't want to go far. He's not going to go far, but he just needs to chop some like dead wood.
There isn't really dead. Okay, so you go to chop a tree.
No, I don't want to chop a tree at, like small dead.
You can find some small dead branches.
Okay,
Yeah,
and I'll
start
chop
digging
them
a
up so
pit.
that like they're like manageable to like
Okay.
build a fire.
Somebody roll me 2d6. You want the lower the better. Okay, so it's getting bad. We already got one. It's getting bad, but it's not like it hasn't rolled in so fast that all of a sudden it's a whiteout. But I do need endurance tests from everyone. Okay, good. No on a Mary. No on Ale.
Oh shit, no. Oh fuck.
You say you need endurance tests?
Yeah. Oh.
Quick.
No for Sierra.
God damn it, Sarah.
No on Elia. Yes on Brett. Yes on Cyrus. You get the -2 dice on this, by the way.
Yeah, I counted that in.
Cool.
Cyrus is also going to drape the when he gets back, and well, after I'll worry about that after we get the fire going.
So everyone who failed, you can either take frostbite or an injury.
Yep.
I will take an injury.
Syrah is taking an injury. Elia is taking an injury. Who else is taking an injury?
I am taking an injury.
Willem's fine. Okay.
Mary is taking injury.
Okay. So
So
you
can
all
we
take
get
an
this
injury.
fire going so that it'll help us with our endurance?
So you cut the wood. Go ahead and roll me a strength test. Yes, Cyrus.
Actually think I have.
So it'll be athletics. We're just seeing how fast you cut this stuff. Hoyd, you have the trench, the hole dug.
Yeah, I made a small pit.
So yeah, you get it done and you bring it back, and you guys. Okay, so I need who wants to roll your survival test.
I
Willem has the best survival. If I
Okay,
you guys sound like
so
you said.
Willem.
What the fuck are you doing, Mary? Get the fuck out of here. We didn't vote you in.
So it's funny because she would have succeeded either way. Willem, you need to roll a 6 to be able to start this fire with all the cold, with all the wind and the.
The wind's mostly
branches.
broken, to be fair.
And all the branches. So, Willem, go ahead and roll me 3d6 or your survival. Also, to note, you've gotten off of the road because you can't dig a pit into the cobble road.
Right.
Oh, I just assumed there was snow on the cobble. I didn't know it was literally just cobble. There was no snow on it.
I mean, yeah, it is if you want to stay on the road. I mean, it's not going to change anything if you're on or off the road. That's not going to, yeah. So, that's fine. You start the fire. Now, Carson, your shadow cat leads you to where the tree break is. And it's good, but it's not that good. So, I'm going to roll a d8. And that's going to be how long this lasts. So that's going to be 5 hours. So
before we have to start another fire?
No, before the storm passes. So I'm going to need somebody to roll me 2d6.
Somebody
Okay.
not me.
I'm on it.
So
Dang it, Hoy.
no, it's actually
about
good.
average.
The storm is picking up a little. And the snow is falling, and it's hard, and you can't see more than, 15 feet in front of you. And then I need 2d6 2 more times. Okay, the storm is getting... Oh, okay. So, it looks like we had... The first 2 to roll was Cyrus and Ale. So, it's not going so bad the first 2 hours, but the last 3 hours, it gets very bad. It becomes a whiteout. You still feel the heat from your fire, but it dies down very fast, and you can't keep it going. But for the first 3 endurance checks you guys make, you only need to roll a 6. So, everyone go ahead and roll me endurance.
Do we still get additions due to the... Oh, no, I guess you just changed the...
Yes, I changed the DC. So...
Oof.
3... Sierra fails and takes another injury.
I kind of shuffle over to Syrah and kind of offer her the bear blanket for now.
Cool.
She goes. Cyrus goes, here. Take it for now.
And Elia is fine, and okay, she'll take it. That'll give her that'll negate her negatives to her next roll. Her next rolls. So, the first hour passes. Carson, you're in a bit of a different situation. Getting there, you did not have time to start a fire. You're fine for your first endurance test. Okay, so the second endurance test. Let's get the first group rolled first so I know where we are. So, let's just go down the list.
You said the DC was 6, right?
Yes, everyone was fine except for Mary and Syrah.
Okay.
Alright, we gotta do it again.
So we'll go down the list. Mary, go ahead and roll me 2d6. It's only a 6 you need.
Wait, hang on. 2d6. All right, hang on.
You take an injury.
Okay.
What's your endurance, by the way?
2.
Is this your third injury?
It is.
No, you take a wound now.
Instead of the third injury?
Yes.
So I got 2 injuries and a wound?
Yes.
If you take another wound, you die, right?
Yes. So Elia is going to go 3d6 minus 1. Elia takes another injury.
Should I roll 2d6 since you guys are rolling terribly?
Then we need Syrah, which will get 46. Keep 2. Yeah, she is fine. Oh no, it's a 6, so no. Elia's fine. Hoyd.
How many am I rolling?
1. You're fine. Cyrus. Again, you have the -2, but it's only -1 because of the pluses.
Yep.
Wait, why didn't we just take a ship to East Watch by the Sea, then ride up
So
there?
you're fine. Now Carson, this is the second hour. Go ahead and roll me 2d or roll your endurance.
Oh, sorry, I already rolled 3 times.
That's okay. Go ahead and roll the second one.
Alright. $11.
So you're good. Your DC is 9, but you're good for this round. Okay, third round. Remember, if you would like, you can spend a destiny point to ignore injuries for a test, or you can burn one to ensure that you will survive this encounter, no matter what.
What?
Willem, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Okay, you're good. So, this is the third one. This is the last easy one before it gets really bad. So, go ahead and give me your endurance test again.
You want to go in a row again, or you just want us all to fucking
Just
row
go,
it out?
except for Carson.
Jesus Christ.
Hoyd, you're fine. Cyrus, you're fine. Ale, you're fine.
I'm going to use my lucky quality and re-roll my test.
Okay, go for it.
Whoa!
It's okay. You get to keep the better of the two.
Not that it helped, but yeah.
Steer is fine. So, Mary, now you will start taking levels of frostbite, or die, or you can burn a destiny point to just survive.
I'm going to take the frostbite for the moment.
Let me see what that does.
Is frostbite a permanent disfigurement?
Sometimes.
It can lead to like having a loss of limbs.
Because I feel like if you have any destiny points, just hanging on to them.
Well, I do
for
camping in real life. There's degrees of frostbite.
I
Plus
have
degree
exactly
frostbite,
one destiny.
Is basically you start getting red in your hands. Second degrees, you can get nerve damage, and third degrees, you're probably going to lose fingers.
Okay, so let's see what the first degree is, because they have a system for this.
Of course they do.
I just need to get to it.
For everything.
I'm gonna go refill my water.
Cool. So the first level of frostbite is not too bad.
Okay. So we'll take that. Otherwise, it's
So
probably time.
you have -1 on all awareness tests. At level 3 is when you start losing permanence, and you can't get level 4 because you'll die.
Yeah.
Let's see. Does any fortune befall you? Let's see. We'll do this for both of your groups. 2d6. If you roll a 12, you get fortune. Nothing for the first. Nothing for the second. So, Carson, your DC to beat is going to be a 14. The group with the fire that has gone out is going to be a 12.
A quick question. I carry around 2 pints. Let's see, let me check my inventory.
I can't hear you.
I've got 2 pints of oil on me.
Okay.
So, can I keep a fire going with oil?
Kind of. You have 2 pints. I mean, you'll keep it going. It'll only reduce the DC down to 12 like them. It's not very effective, especially since the the wind will keep putting it out and then just relighting it because it's oil, so. It'll make your roll a 12.
Okay, I will take that.
Okay, so go ahead, Carson. Roll me an endurance.
11.
No, you take an injury.
So did we all die yet?
Everyone else, roll me endurance.
Yoink.
Hoyd, you fail. Take an injury.
Ow.
Mary, you fail. You're on 2nd degree of frostbite. Willem, you succeed. Ale, you fail. Cyrus, you fail.
And the whole party dies in a snowstorm.
Except me.
Sierra fails.
Oof, crap.
I like how we over-prepared for this situation and we still can't fucking pass it.
And what's her name? Elia fails. Oh, you guys are almost past. These are just the last 2 hours, which are brutal. Like I said, they were going to be because you both rolled a 9 and a 10 to see how bad it was going to get. Sierra has taken a wound now.
Damn, that's not good.
And the final hour of the shitty snowstorm. And
terrible movie.
No, if you had bought a guide, he would have known exactly where to hide here.
Well, I guess I should have fucking taken one like I wanted, but I bought a cart instead.
Yeah. Willem is fine. Carson, go ahead. Don't forget to factor in your injury as well. So go ahead and Carson.
Did Cyrus take an injury?
He did.
Okay,
he did.
I just want to make sure because I didn't hear that, so I'll just go ahead and add that in.
No, Carson, you take another injury.
Ouch.
And then the rest of the group roll for your final endurance test. Ale, you're fine.
Yes.
Hoyd, you fail. Mary, you fail. Cyrus, you fail.
Fuck.
So, you can burn a destiny point to keep this from happening. But since you have reached the 3rd level, you will lose 1d6 fingers and 1d6 toes.
All of us?
And your nose. No, Mary.
Oh, okay. I was
and
like,
your
holy
nose.
Shit.
And one of your ears will lose the lobes. That is what will happen unless you would like to burn a destiny point.
I'm gonna burn a destiny point.
I think Sierra's probably gonna have to burn a destiny point too. That is D4. 46, keep 2. Yes, Sierra burns a destiny point as well. That's okay. She's 8, so she has like 7. And then Elias and no, she's she takes another injury. So the storm settles, and the cart is kind of not really snowed in on your side, but on the other side, there's like a mound of snow that comes up to about halfway from the snow that hit the back and then settled. But there are clear skies, and it does look like the track for the path forward is going to be not as stormy, I guess. Would you guys like to try to camp out for a day or get back on the move?
We're gonna have to dig out our fucking, or at least my cart. I'm gonna have to dig out my cart. Oh wait, how are the horses?
I need to. Yeah, you're right. I need to roll endurance tests for your horses. Warren, go ahead and roll me 5 endurance tests for your 2 horses each.
All right. Let me find their endurance.
We will have them.
They get resilience, I'm assuming.
Yes, resilience would be the bonus dice. So they just need to beat a 9.
Oh, my poor horse. He's not used to cold weather.
Hold on.
What is their endurance?
5.
What's their resilience?
2.
So you roll 7 dice.
Yeah, I was trying to do it.
Resilience of 2.
Okay. We don't even need to roll for the horses. They're all fine.
Okay.
They're all
extremely
absolutely fine.
resilient. They've been here once or twice.
So you guys dig out the cart and you get ready to set out. Carson, I need you to roll me a survival test and not roll snake eyes.
Wait, can I make the direwolf do it? It's Shadowcat.
No, I need you to make it.
9.
Okay, no, yeah, you remember which direction you came in and did not get yourself turned around. The Shadowcat, it wouldn't have mattered because he wouldn't have been able to pick up the scent of the other people and bring you back. So you easily find your way back to the road and meet up with the rest of the group. You are all battered and bruised, including you.
I'm actually doing pretty alright. I only got 1 injury.
Carson says,
Ahoy's pro.
Carson says it'd be a smart spot. I told you should have followed me.
I'm a little.
I look at you, notice that you're significantly more fucked up than me, and I say, no.
Well, this was a bad idea.
So, you guys, you travel. You only have 2 weeks of travel left. So, can I get 1 2d6, please?
I'll do it.
Hey, Warren.
Yeah, I nod an affirmation.
That's fine. And then the last 2d6 to get to last, Art. Who's doing it? Okay. No, you guys make it just fine. They are expecting you. And when you get in, they see that the storm did a number on you, and everyone who is injured, you are brought into a warm room and given a hot meal and some warm drink. No one comes to see you right away other than their healers. And they are going to give you a couple of hours to rest up. Let's see. Let's take a 2-minute break while I get my notes organized really fast.
Okay. I assume our injuries go away, other than those
No.
who took wounds.
They do not just go away, no.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna during this break. I'm gonna run and grab a drink real quick. I will be back.
Syrah already has a horse. She bought her own. Let's see here. So you guys make it to Last Hearth. Okay. So Mary, you lose all effects of frostbite, by the way. Since you have burnt your destiny point.
Okay. I still have all my wounds and injuries, though, right?
Yes, but don't worry, you're not going to be running around with those, I don't think.
So, why were we in the middle of nowhere freezing? I just got back from work, not too.
Stannis has sent you to Last Hearth to follow up on a lead of an ancient artifact that they need you to go investigate.
Cool.
Yes. Like people have pointed out, you could have just been dropped off by Eastwatch by the Sea. But that costs more money, and they weren't willing to spend it on you guys, so...
Those dicks.
Especially...
Especially.
So, 5. By the way, Carson, I think you...
He's not dead, is he?
No, but he only has 3 destiny points. So, 1, 2, 3... I'm just making sure that we have them all recorded correctly.
Okay.
Mary, you're a 23. You have Face in the Crowd. Lucky, Gutter Snipe, and Gutter Snipe. So Mary is 23, which would leave her with 1. So Mary has no destiny points. That's okay. Don't worry. You can't die here.
Never.
Says he.
Nah, you're the new main character.
Which means I'll be the first one to die.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. You actually never came out of the snowstorm. I'm kidding.
Aww.
Kushner there waiting for you, just randomly, for no reason whatsoever.
I'm the new main character. That's terrifying.
Alright, so are we all back?
I never left.
Yeah, I'm effectively back. I'm just gonna run to the fridge and get a drink real quick. But I'm back.
For injuries, we're going to go down the list. Carson, you are healed 1 injury. Elia is healed 1 injury. Mary, you are healed 1 injury. Ale, you are healed 2 injuries.
Oh boy.
Syrah, actually, sorry, I need to add 1 more d6 to that. They have a maester looking after the group. Multiple of them, or multiple healers, and they have a maester looking over after Lady Syrah in particular.
What about my health? Does my health go up at all? Because I'm at 1.
Oh yeah, at the end of a fight, your health resorts back to full.
Okay, cool.
Syrah loses all of her injuries, but she's still wounded. Who else? Hoyd. You heal 1 injury. Cyrus. You heal 1 injury.
What about frostbite levels?
Oh, those are gone.
Those are gone? Okay, because I did take a frostbite level.
Yeah, they're gone.
Awesome.
And then they let you stew for a few days, about a week actually. So let's see, that was 6 weeks of travel, and we're going 7 weeks. So a whole month has passed. So it is the first Andal moon of the Mother, and it will be the 4th. Now that the week has come to a close, DC 9 healing tests. Who has a wound? Oh, I'm sorry. All injuries are healed after a couple of days now. Since they have decided to let you stew for a week. Who all has a wound?
I do.
You were healed 1 wound. Who else?
Yay.
I did not.
Okay, Elia heals her wound. And Sierra heals both of her
What
wounds.
the fuck is that roll?
It is a polar roll. It really
Got
is.
snake eyes and then 2 maxes.
Sierra looked like she was going to die out there. And then by the end of the week, she's up and she is running around the heal house.
That
Roll.
is the resilience of a child.
I was just about to say that.
She's fucking batshit crazy.
That's
Roll.
heavy, yeah.
Roll for what?
To get rid of my injuries.
Oh, I thought we had already gotten all yours.
I mean,
Yeah, your
we stayed
injuries
here
are
a
healed.
week. Injuries are gone anyway.
Yeah, your injuries are healed. Yeah, Sierra is running around in no time. And when you guys are back to full, you're served a proper meal. And a hulking man, almost as big as Rock the Bear, comes in.
Oh my god.
He's broad and he's not fat, but he is buff. Like, you imagine that if you got into a fight, he'd probably take out most of you. With just his fist. And he lets out in a booming voice, I see you made it.
Oh, this shit again.
Joey, you would know this is Great John Umber.
Cool.
I see you've made it. I got word from Stannis he'd be sending some fools along. Sorry about the storm. Happens sometimes. Y'all make it.
Yeah, I think we did.
We lost the voice.
I mean, that's what happens when you bring a sandsteed into the north.
Sorry, what'd you say, Mary?
I kind of mutter under my breath that I made it, but I almost died.
We saw that. You and Lady Ethy. We're glad you're okay.
I'm back, by the way.
So, Stannis has sent you to speak with the man who has all the information. Well, I can tell you one thing. He's not here anymore. But he's nearby. Once you're ready and recovered, we can get a group to lead you up north. He lives near the Gift, close to Castle Black.
Cyrus, is Cyrus there?
Yes.
Okay. Cyrus says, he says, I assume Stannis sent word as to what we're looking for.
I know what you're looking for. The fool tried to sell me the information. If you can even call it that. That sword hasn't been seen in decades.
Cyrus
Centuries.
says, it's interesting how that works. No one's seen the Dark Sister in decades. No one's seen White Walkers. Or the sort of thing in centuries, if that. But somehow, someone always seems to believe that they're still there.
That they do. And as the Starks would say, winter is coming.
Sometimes for the other 6 kingdoms' sake, I hope they're wrong. I'd heard enough camp stories from the northern soldiers.
Well,
To chill my bones.
well, I will have a feast prepared in your honor, Lady Sierra's honor. It is always a pleasure to work with Lord Stannis.
Cyrus kind of smirked.
Yeah, Hoyd looks at him skeptically.
This man, he might be a little bit drunk while he's actually talking to you. Maybe. You're not sure. But he's kind of intimidating with how big he is, but he's generally like kind of not jolly, but more of a...
Is this Big John number?
It is, yeah.
I have to remember which one he is. I'm going to look it up real quick.
So
I think I know which one he is.
we'll have a feast prepared, and then I'll have some of my men take you north. Make sure you don't get lost in the snow.
That would be
he's great John.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the meantime, enjoy Lassarth. We have booze. We have food. Questionable women sometimes, but we got them too. He kind of motions towards a window where there's clearly a brothel across the way.
Maybe.
Cyrus asks Great John number. He goes, "My lord, I would like to speak with your maester. There's something of personal curiosity that I wish to inquire of him."
What?
Oh, it's nothing major. It's really more something of a story, something of a storybook quality. Really.
Okay. If he gets up and he leaves. So Mary gets up and leaves. Clearly enjoying the newfound warmth.
Mm.
I'm gonna go look for the Meister.
Find some.
Yeah, Cyrus is gonna go look for the maester.
Alright. So you find the maester. What do you want the maester to do?
I'll let Cyrus go first because mine is going to be a bit longer, most likely.
What are you doing, Cyrus?
Cyrus goes to the maester and introduces himself. Or first he knocks on the door of the maester's chambers.
Yeah, it's not even closed.
Oh, sorry. Well, then he knocks on the doorway just kind of get his attention so he doesn't catch him off guard.
So you do, Mary. Sir Cyrus, what can I do for you?
I at the risk of sounding like a fool, I wanted to come and ask you about something before I go running my mouth to any of the other Northerners. I wish to inquire about the legitimacy of the others.
What do you mean?
Well, Cyrus says, I suppose I should be clear. My first battle was at the Triton with King Robert and Lord Eddard. I heard a few stories from soldiers from this part of the country, and I don't think I said, Maester, I was raised a soldier. I was trained to kill, to do battle, to wield swords and wield armies, and I was taught that fear is a decision, and that that a man can only be brave when he decides not to be afraid. And then I heard these stories and the way these hard sons of bitches talked about things that no one had seen in centuries, and I couldn't wrap my mind around why a man would speak so gravely and so hushly about something that no one had seen in centuries. It almost raises the question: are they actually not real?
It's a hard question to answer. History says that they're real, and I read the history books. But that equates to it reminds me of magic, and that is something I do not believe.
Well, what do the history books say? I merely wish to shed a light on my own curiosity.
If I were to explain, it'd be far too long. If you're interested, I suggest that you read them yourselves. Not that I wouldn't take pleasure in it, but it would take far too long.
But do you have a book that I might borrow while I'm here?
No. I don't lend my books, I'm sorry.
Well, perhaps you have an extra chair here in the... Hold on a second. He says, well, perhaps you have a chair here on a table where I might read here in your study.
Maybe later. I need to go
course.
check on the young lady and make sure she's doing just fine.
Yes, of course. Lady Syrah. Please, if there's anything I can do to aid you in her care, simply tell me.
So, just real fast, just because I gotta know. Yeah, okay, no one can find Sierra. It's okay. So, Joey, what are you doing with, the Maester? You catch him as Cyrus is leaving.
Well, so he's gonna go check up on Sarah?
He was about to, then you showed up.
I'll just follow along with him and kind of talk about like this region, and I'm also going to kind of tuck away my my Valyrian steel chain, because since he doesn't approve of magic, I don't want him to.
To be fair, you don't know that.
Well, I mean, I was outside the door when Cyrus was talking to him.
Oh, okay, sure.
And I'll just be asking questions about the region and what's been going on and what he studies and stuff like that. Just getting some information.
All right. Yeah, he'll talk about the region with you while he's walking to go check on Sierra. And by the time you reach where she's supposed to be, he opens the door and she's not in there. And he says, "Where is she?" And he tells some guards to go looking for her. And you know what happens from there. No one is able to find her.
Yeah, I'll look at him and I'll
Shenanigans.
I'll let him know that she is a very slick one, and then I'm going to actually look at my belt, see if my
Yeah, Cyrus.
Your
Cyrus,
stiletto is there, yes.
awesome.
Cyrus hears this down the hall and kind of goes looking for Mary.
So Mary, you're coming out of the keep, and you had kind of hid away to do that, and you're walking out, and from like the corner of a hall, you hear, "Who was that?" And then she obviously disappears. But this keep is kind of built a bit weird because the Northerners, like the Umbers, have it kind of oddly built. So she's still around. It's just she's trying to stay out of sight. But she whispers, "Hey, who is that?"
Yeah, you need an awareness check, don't you?
Yes.
Well, let's see.
No.
Oh. Let's see what happens. Yeah, 17 for awareness.
No, you had to beat a 19. Actually, here, I'll roll again. That only fair. You watch. She's gonna roll all sixes now.
Yeah, 5 luck, yeah. Ooh.
No, so she had started to climb up into like the rafters, and she had climbed on some boxes. And as you're looking, like all of a sudden, boxes just start tumbling down, these wooden boxes, and she's left in a pile with the boxes. And she looks up at you and she says, "Hi."
I try to hide my laughing as I help her up. Don't worry, I won't give you away.
Hey, who was that? And what'd you guys do in there? You took a while.
That was my new friend.
They were just wrestling.
We were just getting to know each other better. That's all.
Was that what's his name? Was that Small John?
Yes.
I see why they call him small.
Ah, gross. And she walks away.
Little.
That child knows more than she should about things.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone wants to do really fast?
She's been hanging out in excellent company. Well, I actually want to see what the rest of the grounds are like. We're in the keep. I'm curious about the guard, like, how the guards are and all of that.
So this is weird keep. They don't have walls actually. The building itself is what's defensive. And around they have like a tanner, a smith, and a number of things.
Cyrus is going to kind of walk around the castle, kind of observe it, because he kind of realizes that wait, there's no walls. This is just a defensible building. So he's just kind of walk around, see what he can learn, and then I don't know. He might try and spar with the Northerners because he's never actually done that.
John Umber will spar with you.
Great John Umber?
Great John Umber will spar with you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let me just grab his stats.
Hell yeah.
There is a 6 in fighting. Okay. So we're just gonna do one roll, and it's gonna be opposed fighting. And he grabs. He has a wooden great axe.
Is it it's blunted, right? I assume.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, oh god,
This is how he dies.
this is it. Yeah, Cyrus grabs a blunted greatsword.
Okay, go ahead and roll. What in the fuck is that? Wow, I was actually close. Now roll an endurance test.
Okay. Oh wait, sorry, that was I. All right, we'll just keep the 16.
So your swordplay is relatively good, but when you would normally stop a duel is not when the Northerners stop a duel.
Right.
And you tire out relatively quickly, and as you're coming in to swing, he takes his great axe and slams it to the side, and you fall off balance, and with a hard elbow, he catches you straight in the jaw, and you go tumbling to the ground.
Unconscious?
Absolutely. Actually, here, go ahead and roll me another endurance. Don't roll a 12. Yes, you are unconscious.
Lovely. I actually am not mad. That's actually Cyrus would enjoy that.
People are surprised at your skill, but they're not surprised that a Southernman
that I also just got my shit rocked by Great John Umber.
They're surprised that you're not able to keep fighting as long as they are.
So, how long is he out for?
I don't know. That was a Great John Umber elbow. That's not just any elbow.
I'm gonna roll 2d6.
That's like semi-northern giant elbow right in the jaw.
You're out for 10 hours.
Yep, sounds about right.
Every way.
So is there anything else you guys would like to do? Anyone who wanted to watch could watch.
Oh yeah.
Everyone who was watching sees Cyrus get knocked out, and then Sierra comes crawling out from some barrels. And she just keeps crawling, and she comes up to him and like pokes his cheek, and then stands up and looks at Great John and says, "That looks like it hurt."
Yep. Out of character, it definitely did. Very much.
Little one, when a beast of a man hits you like that, you hear it for a long
I feel like I just got bitch smacked by a grizzly bear.
What, Warren? What, Warren? No, is he gone? Okay, he's gone.
So I'm going to walk over.
Oh, I meant the Great John Umber fight. After the fight, and Sierra comes out and does that. She leans down and she picks up the great sword, or tries to, and then drops it and says, "So I can't fight you with one of those." But she picks up snow and throws it in his face and runs.
Please tell me Great John laughs.
It like splashes into his beard, and he like wipes it away and laughs, and like picks up a bunch of snow and packs it into this big snowball and tosses it after her, and it hits her in the back. And it actually, since it's kind of bigger than you would expect, and she's caught by surprise, she gets hit.
Look at her.
And she trips and
all of a
tumbles.
sudden, Sarah disappears under a mound of snow. It's buried a lot.
She gets hit in the back, and she goes tumbling to the ground, and she looks back at him, and she says, "Touche," and disappears behind some buildings.
Did you hear what I said though?
No, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Yeah. sprinkle some snow on Cyrus's face, see if he wakes up.
He does not.
Nope, definitely not.
All right, so unless there's anything else anyone wants to do, this will be where we leave off. You guys will be heading north next session to the gift.
Lovely.
Sweet.
I'm just gonna call it now, guys. We're gonna have to go north.
So,
Just calling it. Calling it.
3 XP to everyone. Mary, gain a destiny point.
Sweet.
For
Goddamn,
seducing-
that magic umber seed.
Yes, for seducing Great John Umber and now having a very powerful ally.
Mm-hmm.
That's destiny point worthy, I think.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, if that's it, I'm going to bed, guys.
Have a good one.
That was